Hi everybody, and welcome back to Beneath the Tide. This is session 4 of Beneath the Tide. We're picking up right where we left off with Eclipse turning pink, the island of Bleakskull sinking beneath the waves. You may notice that we do not have Muse or Kate here this week. Muse is still having internet issues, and Kate is, I believe, busy with theater things. But it's the last time she'll be busy in a while, so we'll have her back regularly starting next week. Speaking of next week's the start of our charity stream on Saturday. Is it next week? Yeah, it's already next week. The charity stream's next week. Next Saturday, the 16th, from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll be doing some streams, D&D streams. I'll be running one where a gargantuan gelatinous cube eats people and terrorizes the city, and people will probably die. It'll probably be a TPK, charity one-shot, but you should always TPK people during charity streams. And after that, I believe it is a charity stream one-shot being run by our very own Kate. And I'm excited for that one because it's dinosaurs. So excited for that one. After that, it's the Tomb of Horrors, where I'm playing a Goblin Wild Magic Sorcerer with a Wand of Wonder. So it's going to be great. And then the final one-shot of the charity stream is ran by Garrett here.
Hello.
And it's going to be great. Garrett and I just got done streaming our Haunted House campaign, House from Bent Hill. It went really well. I was so excited. We do that every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time now, and you guys can actually donate money to affect what happens during that game. So if you're watching the stream and you choose to donate $5, I will roll from a D1000 table, and random effects will happen in the house, like the floor disappearing that they're walking on, or doors disappearing, or random really powerful creatures getting summoned into the house. It's going to be fun, and I'm excited, and our last session, we already had a character get dropped to 0 hit points, so I'm so excited to continue on with that. Yeah, it was Garrett. VOD, also, since we did hit Twitch affiliate last week, we're now sitting at 60 followers on Twitch. So basically, you can now do bits, and you can now subscribe. And I'm working on partnerships right now and sponsors to get some very good giveaways. Working on getting some very good giveaways for subscribers, but I'll also be doing giveaways for everyone in the audience, but we'll also be doing some special subscriber-only giveaways, as well as figuring out some other perks for subscribers. I'm thinking of maybe doing like subscriber-only shows that they can play in, kind of thing. We'll see where that goes. I don't want to limit content to subscribers, because I don't really like that. So I'm not going to do that. So yeah, we now have subscribers. Subscribers, if you are a subscriber to the Twitch chat, if you are looking in the Twitch chat, you'll get a special little, I can't even talk to myself. I can't even speak right now. A special little subscriber icon in the shape of everyone's favorite dwarf bards. I'll type in the chat so you can see that. You'll see Gundar the Greater, or Gundar the Lesser, as a subscriber icon. And we also have subscriber emotes. I believe I'm working on those. We have one for Fungal Love, which is an in-running joke from the first campaign. I had to make it a subscriber emote. And we have Baby Hands, and then we have Dungeon Dad. And Dungeon Dad is just a picture of Gundar in fire. So it's good stuff. So yeah, subscribe.
Proud to be two emotes.
Subscribe. Help us out. And we can ensure that you'll get more content. Better content from us with the help and support. And like I said, I'm looking at doing some really special stuff for people who subscribe to the channel. So without further ado, let's get down to this. We do have a new cast member joining the cast. They are currently hiding right now until I introduce their character. And I can definitely say I'm super stoked to see this new character. I hope nobody in the cast knows what they're playing yet. Even though they joined part of the they joined the D&D Beyond campaign, so we'll see. So yes, without further ado, let's get right into the nitty gritty here and introduce our cast. If you're new to watching this, so we have Garrett joining us once again.
Hello.
And we have my fellow Dungeon Dad, Sam.
Hello.
Now, before we begin the game, Sam, is there anything you'd like to say or announce or talk about for the channel?
Oh, yeah. So I've finalized the party for the campaign I'm going to be running on weekends. Still to finalize the time. But the title of it is going to be Soldiers of the Lich Queen. It's going to be dealing with a group of half Gith, and it's going to be something we're finalizing characters right now. I'm talking to our channel, like resident channel artist at this point, and she's great. And yeah, we're going to be working on getting together a session 0 coming up, and I'll let everyone know when we have our first session.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited for my character.
Justin gets to play for once.
Oh, I get to play for once, and I'm so excited. Mainly because I'm playing for the channel, so I get to play my own thing, and I'm excited. And it's going to be really cool, so I'm excited. And I also get to play during the charity stream, but this is my first time getting to play a long-term character, I think. Because I've never played a long-term character. The longest character I had, I played for 3 months, and he died, I think. Or he was written off. I don't remember. But welcome back to Beneath the Tide, everyone. That's our very long intro out of the way. Hello to the 9 of you watching. That's pretty cool.
You're pretty cool.
Thanks.
The 9. I'm talking to the 9.
Oh.
You are too, but...
Ouch. I have to say, I got a really...
Pandering to the audience, Justin.
I got a really nice comment from one of the cast members of the last campaign in the chat saying I looked like a very young Liam O'Brien, and I have to take it.
I can see that.
So, without further ado, whoa. Hey, thanks, Shinzo, for subscribing with Twitch Prime.
Ooh.
Thank you so much, man. That was quick.
Thank you.
Now you should have a little Gundar beside your name when you chat with us.
Should I thank everyone in Gundar's voice when they subscribe?
Maybe, but if this ever picks up and gets well known, you might get bored from that.
I might have to do it in bulk.
Oh, actually, you know what I might do? I have an idea. I'm gonna get you to do some Gundar voice lines, and then for subscribers, when people subscribe, that'll work even better. Anyways, so last week, the players finished their little excursion into Bleakskull Island and found the strange beached whaling ship that they were told about by Reg, the 8-headed Tyrannosaurus Hydra, who told them to go solve the mystery of the island and why everything was dead and corrupted. But instead of solving the mystery, they went and tried to steal the whaling ship, and were accosted by a party of Sahuagins who were just attacking the ship. And the group nearly died, nearly had a TPK. Well, not really a TPK, had plans around it. The Sahuagins downed Ash, Eclipse, and Mordecai, with Noose being the last one standing. And the leader of the Sahuagin, Suckalith, the Sahuagin Baron, was trying to take the captured people he downed, and basically, Eclipse died, but he's going to take the other two and Eclipse's body beneath the waves to his lair under the ocean. But Noose stopped him by just being Noose, and he saved his friends, and they revived everyone. They did minor repairs to the whaling ship and took it off of Bleakskull as Bleakskull started to explode and sink beneath the waves. And we're going to pick up with you guys sailing across the ocean. Mordecai and Eclipse are unconscious, again, from all the pain that they took. So Eclipse basically was like, hey guys, I'm alive. I have pink fur. Because my resurrection ritual made me pink. And then she fell unconscious. Mordecai's unconscious. Sleeping it off somewhere on the deck, as Noose and Ash are on top of the deck trying to sail away as Bleakskull, this swampy island, is exploding and sinking beneath the waves, and a derelict black-looking ship that is like just broken and busted and the sails are torn and frayed is coming out of the sinking of the island, as it's basically it's being birthed from the death of the island, as Papa Bondi and whoever else lives on that island sinks beneath the waves. Some of the island still remains intact, floating, but big chunks of the island have sunk beneath the waves at this point. You guys are sailing away as this black ship covered in just, ruined sails that shouldn't be sailing, and massive gaping holes in the ship sails after you.
Whoa.
Well, that's something you don't see every day.
Yeah, that was my home.
Right. Sorry about that. Pat.
It's alright, I guess. It's alright. What is
It looks like there's still some pieces to it left. Like that bit over there is still above water. There's might be some there's parts of your home left, it looks like.
Muse just looks at him.
And at this point, you guys watch as that black ship that's sailing just sinks back beneath the waves, like almost like it purposely dives beneath the waves and vanishes out of sight. And you don't get the sense you're being followed anymore.
You saw that too, right? Like the ship on the water. You saw that too.
Yeah. Yeah, that was weird.
Okay, as long as we both saw that, that's good.
And at this point, you hear a strange voice in your heads.
So, where are we going?
What?
Am I the only... Now, did you hear that?
Muse is gonna look around.
You don't see anything on the deck. There's the ballistas that shoot the harpoons, the harpoon ballistas. There's the nets that they would use to pull up whales. You don't see anything on the top deck. It seems like something's pulling you below deck.
Muse is gonna go below deck and check on the other two.
You didn't answer. Did you hear that? Or I'm going to follow after him.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard something, but I don't see anyone.
All right. I'm going to make sure my trident is with me.
Okay.
Why do you look so afraid? There's far more terrifying things out on the ocean than me.
Where is that coming from? I don't like this. I don't like this.
Where? Are they okay? Does Noose sees the two? They're still knocked out and they're fine.
Yeah, they're sleeping in like the two of the four hammocks that hang down here.
Okay.
And I will say the whaling vessel does have a captain's quarters on the top deck. But yeah.
They said, Reg said that there was the taint on the island was from the boat, or in the direction of the boat.
Right. Make sure the trident is extra pointed where we're going.
Okay. You're being drawn to somewhere in a dark corner of the ship. And you do make out what appears to be something light pink, light purple almost, sort of coil out behind a barrel and then sort of like disappear behind the barrel.
Is that Eclipse?
You know, most people would honestly check a boat before stealing it.
Well,
Make sure there's nothing previously inhabiting there.
most people are on an island that sinks to the bottom of the sea.
Well, either you are with those sea devils that we just fought, or you are hiding from them too.
I make intelligent decisions. I hid. Do you think I could have taken them on alone?
I
No.
certainly hope not.
Only I could do that.
That's as far as I understand. That is what happened. That's what you based on what you told me. That is what happened.
Oh, you fought quite valiantly. That is true. I'll have much use for you.
Hang on. Wherever you are you trying to tell us that you just sat there and waited and watched while we got the shite kicked out of us?
Practically butchered. I had to put Ash's guts back in his stomach.
What? You didn't mention that part. That's new. Hang on.
Well, didn't you see that? I gave you a little thing.
Beside the point later.
There's a smiley face on your stomach.
Just stitched in.
In blood. No.
Oh, okay.
Justin mentioned it last episode. Yeah. So where are you?
Find me. It'll be fun. A little game of hide and seek never hurt anyone. Now did it?
Okay, I'm gonna go hide. And Muse, if there's anything to hide behind, Muse is gonna do that.
Yeah, there's like barrels of like ale, barrels full of like harpoons, there's like I said, there's like 4 hammocks down here, but there's 2 taken by Eclipse and Mordecai.
Ash. And then he's gonna hide.
Give me a stealth check.
Okay. Ooh. 15.
Yeah, you probably like hide in one of like the empty barrels. You climb inside of it.
Well, you two are hiding from each other. I'm going to go steer the ship. Someone should probably be driving this thing.
I'm gonna try to sneak up behind Noose and put a face tentacle on his back. Found you.
Wait. Does she see me? Does she have a passive perception above 15?
I believe so. What's your passive perception?
Not above a 15. I'll totally roll an active one though.
Yeah, go for it.
Sweet. $18. I see you.
You
I found you.
eventually find the barrel he's hiding in, and you drape one of your face tentacles over his head.
Found you.
And as Noose looks up and sees you finally, what does he see? Obviously, what do you look like?
He sees pretty much a tentacle-faced. I'm trying to think of a way to describe it without actually giving it away. Basically sees a pale pink purple tentacle-faced creature with glowing blue eyes. Long floor-length blue coat with a gold intricate pattern detailing it out over it.
I'm not sure how
Fancy hat.
much you planned this, Justin.
Mm-hmm.
But Papa Bondi, he played it off as a joke, but he said that Noose would be eaten by a giant squid in 2 days.
Oh, that's so right.
In 2 days. So Noose is freaking the
Oh, that's amazing.
right now.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, Sam. Gundar would not be like. Gundar would not like this.
Gundar would be so unhappy. But Ash is not going.
Noose is gonna pull out a dagger and he's gonna defend himself here. I'm sorry, but like this is like Papa Bondi told him you eat him.
Gundar,
Well, don't you look scrumptious?
All right, yeah. I guess you go to stab this thing.
Yeah.
Ash is just walking up the stairs. Have fun.
Are you gonna back off? He's gonna stab you.
Oh, I mean, she's just kind of like reaching her tentacle out, and she's just gonna be like, "Well, that's no fun." She's just gonna roll her eyes and begin walking upstairs.
Papa Bondi, warn me.
All right, yeah. You walk away. And you would come up deck to see, it's been somewhat fixed after the Sahuagin attack, and you see this. Well, does Ash describe what you look like to the tentacle-faced person?
Oh yeah, Ash is just a fairly average height to short human guy with fairly pale skin, looks kind of scrawny, shaggy dark hair. Wearing just pretty much a normal sailor outfit, but just generally well maintained, but just left just kind of drab and faded from the amount of sun and salt and sea air as he's heading towards the ship wheel.
Oh, and
You just hear a voice in the back of your head. Is your friend always this trigger happy?
I mean, I don't think he has a crossbow, so I don't think he ever actually uses a trigger, but he's very knife happy.
and when you saw the little goblin hiding in the barrel, Noose, describe to the tentacle face what you look like.
Tentacle face.
He's a little goblin. He's 10 years old. He's got green skin, big floppy ears, and freckles. He's got freckles because he's out in the sun a little bit more than a goblin is usually, so it's all pocked with that. And for armor, he's got hide armor that is made from the skins and faces of animals and other sentient creatures.
Brutal. I like it.
And you also would have seen a like shark-looking humanoid, like a reef shark, wearing this like a leather vest, laying in a hammock unconscious. And you would have seen a pink Tabaxi, who may have previously been silver, like silver-furred, but it's a pink-furred Tabaxi now, wearing a red sort of like piratey coat and a sort of like black Spanish pirate hat with peacock feathers sticking out of it and an eye patch. And they're both unconscious, sleeping in hammocks down below.
In other words, I'm the normal one.
Yeah, seriously. I'm just going to take off my hat, like reach up a tentacle, take off my hat, give a slight bow.
Oh, that's so cool.
Lovely to meet you. Then I'm going to put the tentacle like back up, put the hat back on.
All right. Yeah, actually, because like he's been walking away just towards the wheel and talking over his shoulder this whole time. So when he gets to the wheel and turns around as you do that, just kind of pauses. Right.
So you fully see what this is now.
I'm Ash, and you are.
Well, my name is far too complicated for the mortal tongue, but you may call me Ilyasine.
Illithid. All right. So, what brings you to this boat, Illithid?
Well, I was here before you stole it, so technically I should be asking you that.
Well, it was beached and an island collapsed under the waves, so that pretty much sums that up, I feel like, for us.
Well, welcome aboard my ship. Lovely to meet you. You're the new crew, I take it?
I suppose, by the fact that we're the ones on it and currently operating it, yes.
Lovely. Where are you taking me then?
That is a good question. I should probably be having this conversation with the people that I'm traveling with, have previously been on a crew with. I don't. Muse, are you coming up here?
I gave him quite a fright.
So that's the other thing. Only Eclipse knows that was Muse's first fortune.
Muse, knock once on something if you're alive. All right, we're good. Well, since the other two are asleep and Noose is currently forfeiting his time up on deck,
Muse is just lurking under, just below deck, just below deck.
do you have any preferences on the place to go? Personally, I would lean towards civilization.
I don't know any other places.
Where are you?
Just give me a heading and I'll get us there. Don't you worry. She's gonna kind of walk over and put a tentacle on the steering wheel.
I only know there's a big island to the east and a small island to the south, but I don't know any names.
Yeah. Justin, are only the ones that have names the ones that have settlements on them?
As far as you know.
Okay. Do we have a map?
You should on the Roll20. I think there's a map on there. Oh, there's not. I'm great.
Well, the Roll20 background is the map.
Yeah, that's the map you guys have. I say you guys... Actually, hold on.
I was like, do our characters have a map?
Oh, hell no.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna... Well, I have a vague memory of the islands in the area, but until we have a map, we don't really have a means of navigating. I don't suppose that captain's quarters might have one.
Yeah, let's go check it out.
All right.
I got my eye on you.
I'll stay here and keep staring, but you two can go and see what we've got.
Oh, I get to go with my new best friend. Lovely. Let's go, little one. Just gonna stick like another little tentacle on your head.
Don't touch me.
I totally forgot about that Papa Bondi thing, and it's working out so well. Yeah, so Noose and Iliasine?
Iliasine.
Yes. You guys make your way to the captain's quarters on the first deck, and inside is a small little circular table with a map on it.
Oh, it's unlocked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it looks like the door's been kicked. It looks like it was kicked open. Like the door was kicked. Yeah, so it's easy to open. The only thing that's in this room now, it looks like it was looted. But you retrieved all the gold off the dead Saho wagons if you looted them.
That's right. 80 gold.
Yep. So there is a map in the center of the table with a knife sticking in it, typical pirate fashion. And also on the table is a bottle with a ship in it, and it looks like it's the whaling ship, a replica model of the whaling ship in the bottle. And there is just a single bed in the corner that looks like it's covered in furs for blankets.
Does the knife look like a weapon or a food implement?
It looks like a food implement. It looks like a knife, spread butter kind of thing.
Okay.
But there is a map.
Alright. I found your map.
Alright, fantastic. What's the nearest port with civilization on it?
So you guys the nearest port with civilization would be Old Newport. To the southeast, and it's probably... Well, Beleno is old to Bleakskull was 2 days, so Bleakskull to there...
It was 2 days also. It was 2 days in a fishing boat.
That's true. So you could probably get there in like a day and a half.
Ooh.
On this whaling ship, because the whaling ship is much bigger, has sails. It has 2 sails. The fishing boat had 1.
Oh wait, and Muse will just. Alright, the map's in here. You want me to take it to you?
Or you can just plot us a heading.
No.
I'm just gonna study the map for a minute.
Okay.
And figure out a heading.
All right. Yeah, you study it.
Yeah. Muse was trying to learn from Mordecai because Mordecai had some of that stuff going on when they were back on the ship together. But he doesn't really know how to do it.
So he's just going to try and, if he knows Newport, figure out what the heading would be.
Southeast.
Right.
And you wouldn't maybe know a lot about Newport because it's you basically were Bleakskull and then you sailed away.
So
yeah.
Muse is gonna grab the map, take the little thing out so that he can move it. So he takes the knife out. So we got this place right here to the south. It's called Newport.
Old Newport, but go on.
Old New doesn't matter. But that's the nearest place that's not Beleno.
Which we know what happened there. Do I know anything about Newport?
You'd probably know it's just it's a small port island. Mainly a place where people just stop to sell their wares like fish, alcohol.
Alright. Sounds as good as any place. And wait, is there a hole in this map? Why? What is this? It's like a little tiny narrow hole in the map right here.
Someone put a knife through it. Here.
And Muse will just cast Mending.
Who would put a knife through a map? Do you know how many hours it takes some poor scribe to hand draw all of this? Just put a knife right through it. That's such a waste.
I don't know. Some people just don't give a care.
Well, when you need it to sit on the table and not move over rough seas,
you put a rock on it, a weight on it or something. You don't have to pin it down. Maybe pin it
Have
on.
you ever sailed the high seas during a storm? A rock's
Neutral
not
just
going to stay
roll
on a
up.
table.
Pin
You
it
don't
on the
need the
corners,
map.
not the middle.
When you're in a storm, you don't
Well-
need a map.
That also.
Well, you do what you have to do in order to survive.
Okay. Is anybody else freaked out that they just hear that in my head?
I mean, a little bit, but honestly, like, you're a goblin. Eclipse is pink. Mordecai is a shark man. Honestly, I'm just getting used to it at this point.
What? You think humans are just the normal? For me, goblins were normal. But no. My whole place had to sink below the ocean.
I mean, I'm not saying that my normal is the normal. I'm just saying that for me, a lot of this is not normal.
Yeah, well, it's not normal for me either.
I don't want to be terribly humanocentric about it.
Oh, wait. Fine.
He's just gonna take the map, go back into the captain's quarters. Where? What was the name again? Sorry.
Illithids.
Illithids.
Yes.
No way. Yeah. You find anything?
I mean, there's nothing in here of note.
Is there nothing in there of note?
There's nothing in there of note. There's a bed with furs and now just a ship bottle.
I'm gonna like lean down and get really, really
There's a
close.
bottle, or a
Okay.
bottle of, yeah.
And I'm just gonna like look him right in the eyes.
Okay.
No.
I have a feeling I'm going to starve on this boat. No intelligent life anywhere. And then I'm just gonna straighten up and walk away.
What does that mean?
And walk out onto the
Would
walk out onto the deck.
Okay.
Wouldn't you know what that is other than just a large squid?
Give me a history check.
Okay.
Because they're not native. They are not on this settlement. What's the setting whatsoever? This continent. So what'd you get?
7 + 2. That's a 9.
It looks like a walking, talking squid person. The exact kind of thing that Papa Bondi warned you that was going to eat you in 2 days.
Yeah, I don't like that. I knew
You
it.
guys
I
made
knew
me
it.
eat.
Papa Bondi, he said it was like such a joke. It seemed like such a joke at the time. I knew it. Damn it. Okay. I'll just have to kill her first.
Oh man.
Muse, what are you mumbling about in there?
Straightened up. Nothing. Ass. Let's do this.
And
Do
he
what?
he straightens up, knows what he's gonna do.
To Newport. I mean, old New. What?
It says it right on the map.
Old Newport.
Well,
I knew I
had
was
it
going
rolled
to
out.
starve.
What?
Oddly enough, Noose has the highest intelligence of anyone else.
Oh, that's
Okay.
a shame.
Oh
Ash's
boy. All right. Ash. So we're heading to Old Newport.
All right. Which way is that?
Yeah. All right. That's south.
I'm just gonna point a tentacle in the direction we need to go.
Yeah,
that
southeast.
way.
Southeast.
Fantastic. All right, that's that way. All right, bring it about.
Alright, and you start sailing. And because of this,
Yeah. I guess follow Squeedy.
time to pull out the DMG.
While he's steering the boat and
So,
Noose is
as
mumbling
we're-
about killing me,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna study the other two in
Yeah,
their
go for
sleep.
Yeah, go for it.
No, Noose knows better. If he sees you going down there, he's gonna try and protect them because he didn't do so good before.
Well, I'm not going to touch them. I'm just going to watch them and try to determine whether or not either of them have brains worth eating.
Yeah.
For, some reason. I don't know.
Oh no.
Probably not.
Wish Gundar was here. All right.
Right.
So while you guys are sailing, you guys see, fantastic. I'm gonna roll a d20 and see what happens. No, that doesn't suit the setting. I'm gonna roll. Cool. You guys see this sort of like jagged rock sticking out of the sea, and Sam, did you change your outfit?
Kinda, not really.
I was like, oh, you're dressed like Ash now. You guys see a jagged rock sort of like sticking out of the sea, and you see these like merfolk, like sort of like sitting on the rock, and they're just singing to themselves, and then they sort of look at you guys as you sail past, and they're like, hello?
Alright, the last things that sang at us as we passed them didn't really go too well. Do we stop? Do we say hello?
No,
Last
I don't
friends-
have. I don't feel very good. I'm still hurting from our last battle. So we gotta play safe.
Are you looking for goods? Goods for sale?
Good. Are you selling things on that rock?
Yes.
Like what?
Fish.
Narf. What?
Fish.
Lots of fish.
You don't say.
And lots of other things, if you're so inclined to come over here and check them out.
Right, that sounds like murder. Alright, we're leaving.
Fair enough. Have a safe trip.
Thank you, I appreciate your understanding.
So as you guys sail for a couple hours, Noose, I think it's time to do that thing you wanted to do, you messaged me about.
Yeah. Noose is gonna start crafting stuff from the materials he harvested from the fishmen.
Yeah, so you're gonna start like cutting up their like flesh and like trying to like turn it into something.
Yeah. He's got a couple things that he wants to do,
Okay.
but we'll start with the first one, which would be flippers.
Flippers.
Yeah,
Alright.
to see if he can move through the water better.
Cool. Yeah, give me just a survival check. Or if you have tools that you can use.
I do have the leatherworking tools.
Yeah, you can use the leatherworking tools with that then.
Okay. 11.
You make one single flipper that looks like it might keep nothing afloat. Or help anything swim, I mean.
Crap.
Does he have time for anything else?
I'd say you could, but it'll take up to like nightfall when everyone's gonna start like doing their watches and sleeping.
Yeah, the next thing is very important.
Okay.
He would like to take some of the bones, or one of the bigger bones, and make a blowgun.
Yeah.
And some darts.
So not leatherworking tools, just do like a straight survival for this one.
Okay.
10. No, 9.
I'd say you make some darts for it. And you whittle the bone down a little bit, but not enough to be a blowgun yet. But you're getting there.
Okay.
Darn. I have
And
a couple more things.
Okay, we'll get there.
Exactly.
Yeah. Also, during this sailing experience, now that nightfall's starting to happen, what would Ash be doing other than sailing the ship? Would he just be straight sailing the ship?
For right now, he's sailing. He's trying. He's probably sitting there like muttering, very frustrated to himself as he's trying to recall details of the fight they just had.
Okay.
And having trouble, especially with certain memories of it, because he got knocked unconscious. And so, like, a lot of it is very fuzzy, and especially some of the memories of specifically going all, like, lightning rage.
Mm-hmm.
Like, trying to remember and hang on to that feeling of what it felt like, but then just having it just kind of escape him because he got knocked unconscious shortly afterwards, and so all of it is a little bit fuzzy. He's just having a hard time remembering it. So just trying to get back to that place and failing.
Okay. And also during this sail into nightfall, what would Ilgasine be doing?
She's still studying the shark and the cat to see if they have brains worth eating, and probably going to determine that they do not. And she's gonna, like, would she see Noose working on the stuff?
Oh yeah, for sure.
She'll approach. Did you, by chance, happen to get any of their brains?
Yeah, I got brains. The big guy, he,
And then he realizes who he's talking to.
So you did get the brains.
Yeah, it's in the slot bucket over there.
You
like,
and
some of
I
the
are
more
going to be new
non-useful
best
organ.
friends.
Yeah, eat up. I already took some of the meat. But you can have the brains.
Wonderful. Then I won't have to eat yours.
Well, they're kind of bland. So, fair warning.
I'll keep that in mind. Are you saying that yours would be a bit tastier?
No, I'm just saying from experience. Brains are bland.
Brains are the most delicate part of creation. They contain all of the knowledge that one person would ever know. I want to gain all of that knowledge. Perhaps one day I'll even get yours. Until then. And she's gonna walk over and grab a brain out of the bucket.
Okay.
And have dinner.
All right.
And this is why Noose rolled so bad.
Yeah, sure. That makes sense. Yeah.
Eating brains in front of him.
As you're sailing, Ash, nightfall. It's pretty dark out. Lightning hits you, Ash, and you die.
That was night falling.
As you're sailing, yeah, everything is pitch black. Do you want to turn the oil lamps that are around the ship on, or sail in complete darkness?
I'm pretty sure. Let me see something real quick. I think I would like to, turn on the oil lamp so I can see.
Yeah, you can do that. There's like 4 around the ship. There's a decent amount. Well, not a decent amount. There's 4. Yeah.
So I'll go around lighting those.
Okay. And in the distance, it looks like it's a day sailing away. Though in the distance, you do see Old Newport, and it looks like it might take you another day or so to get there.
Okay.
But on the horizon, it looks like storm clouds.
You're about to learn why we stabbed a knife through that map. Just saying.
Heads up, folks. Bad weather on the horizon. Might pass us. Maybe.
I'm gonna pull out my spyglass and I'm gonna take a peek through it.
Okay.
They're so expensive.
You see a storm, really bad storm, like 20-foot high waves kind of thing in the distance, lightning hitting the water all over the place, and then hail for some reason.
Oh no, darlings, this is going to be one hell of a storm.
As you're sort of drifting past Stormrock into Old Newport. Well, not really. You're going to be on the tide of... You're basically sailing into the radius of the storm, the perpetual storm that surrounds Stormrock Island.
Oh, that's why they call it Storm Rock. Okay.
Constant lightning, constant hailstorms around there. And in the distance, Ash, you see a iceberg. You're not at risk of sailing into it, but you see an iceberg in the distance.
Oh, that's the high-level loot in there. Okay.
And as you're sailing, you see... At this point, I'd say everyone has gotten the benefit of a short rest, at least.
Ooh, I'm going to spend some hit dice.
Mm-hmm. For those of you who almost died last week.
Yeah. I spent one, right?
You spent one, yeah.
Okay.
I was hiding like a champion.
Smart.
I'm gonna roll all my d8s. Hopefully get more than 3 hit points.
10. Another one.
11.
I just rolled 2 10s.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I'm nearly at full health. Amazing.
Yikes.
As it's sailing past, you're sailing, I mean, you see the remains of a ship that didn't fare so lucky in the storm. The top of the ship with the ram, the bow of the ship, I think is what it's called, or the stern, I can't remember, whatever. I don't know ship terms. The front of the ship is sticking out of the water, and you see a person floating face down on some debris. There's like chests floating in the water and other like goods just floating around this, and there's like, you can see a good handful of corpses floating through the water, and a lot of stuff like chests, goblets, other assortments of goods just floating here, and what appears to be a shipwreck beneath the surface.
Alright, I'm inclined to get close to land before the storm hits too bad, but if either of you is interested in exploring, we can do that as well.
Exploring
Let's
that whack.
do it. That sounds
Yeah.
like a wonderful idea. What could possibly go wrong?
True.
You make a good point.
However, before doing anything else, Muse is gonna go do like a check on those other two.
On Eclipse and Mordecai.
Like a medicine check or anything on them?
Yeah. You can do that.
Okay. Separate one for each or one for both?
I can say you can do one for both.
Okay.
Yeah.
17.
Yeah, what are you trying to figure out about them?
Basically, how well do they look? And in game speak, I guess hit points.
Okay.
And yeah, just if they're holding up all right.
Well,
Especially Eclipse, considering she was dead. Like,
she appears to be fully look good at like all of her hit points because she was resurrected. Mordecai, however, looks battered and beat to shit. However, he's about to benefit from the short rest too. So we're just gonna have him roll all his hit dice. And Mordecai is sitting at 1D. Monks are 1D8, right?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah, I think they are. So Mordecai is sitting at 20 full health.
Oh,
No, he's not. No, he's not. Hold on. I need a calculator because my math is awful, everyone. He is one below max health.
all right.
Alright, they're okay. My Ash, they're alright. They just seem a little exhausted.
Oh yeah, that's understandable. So, we're steering towards the shipwreck, right?
Yeah.
But like not directly towards it, because clearly something wrecked it, and if there's rocks right into the water there, I don't want to run right into them also.
It doesn't appear like rocks wrecked it. It appears to have wrecked some other way.
Just so everyone knows, Muse doesn't have any spells yet.
Okay.
That affects everyone's decision making.
Nope, not at all.
Good.
Carry on.
All right, I'm gonna pull up alongside.
All right, you pull up alongside the shipwreck and you look down, and just his body's floating in the water. And yeah,
Hey,
other stuff floating around.
Can I try to like reach out my mind and communicate with any of them to see if any are still alive?
You can try, but you're not going to get any answers.
Fabulous. They're all dead.
All right. They have anything valuable on them?
They might. You can't really tell from up here.
Does anybody have? I look around. Does the ship have spare rope?
Oh, of course. It has like rope, nets, big harpoon ballistas.
All right. I'm just gonna take one of the lengths of rope. Now that we're kind of just like, I'm assuming when I pulled up alongside, I put up the sails and got us stopped. I'm gonna just take one of the ropes, tie it around the mast with some sailor's knots, and then tie one end around my waist, and then go over to the railing and climb over. Anything in particular anyone wants me to be looking for?
Materials. Oh, fancy stuff. Ooh, any weapons? Any weapons would be great.
All right. Well, materials, fancy stuff, weapons. When you say materials, what do you your kind of materials?
Yeah, like bodies and stuff.
All right. So just
if you could bring
of them.
all of the bodies up here, that would be lovely.
Here, I take a second rope and I'll tie it off also, and I just all right, I'll tie this to the bodies. You just I'll swim down, tie them to the bodies. You just hold them up on deck.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
Works for me. And bring those chests if you get a chance as well.
Yeah. I'll set the trident down and then I'll just dive off the side of the ship into the ocean.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a flipper. It might help.
Already in the water.
Well,
all right.
If he surfaces.
Yeah. I need a flipper.
All right. As you jump into the water, as you jump into that water, it instantly sends a chill up your spine.
All right, it's surface. It's kind of cold, just so you know.
And one of those pieces of hail hits you just above the left eyebrow.
Ah! Ow!
And as you look down, as as it floats for a little bit in the water before it sinks, it looks like it might be the size of a very small orange.
That was rather large.
I would probably make this swift if I were you. That storm's coming in and it looks rather...
Yep.
Again.
I'm
Rather unfortunate. We don't want to be caught in that.
Yeah, I'm gonna start swimming towards the nearest body.
Yeah, you get to the body. It's it's a human male who looks like he's been bisected in half by something.
Ooh.
Okay. I'll take the rope and loop it, tie a loop around it and loop it around his ankle, and then reach over, find his upper half, and tie the very end around his wrist.
Okay. What's your passive perception?
12.
Oh no.
And I'll give 2 tugs on the rope. Be all right, this one's ready.
Okay.
Away.
I'll grip with my tentacles and pull it up. Just one tentacle over the other. So doing it double time.
Okay.
That 4.
You see, Ash, you see one of the bodies that's floating. As you look away for a second, you look back and that body's gone.
Huh.
And there's just ripples where the body was.
Did either of you see what happened to that corpse?
I don't know, did I?
I'm busy at the moment, pulling up this one.
What's your passive perception, Noose?
Noose's passive perception is 16.
Let me see if you saw it. Or whatever may have happened. You saw a long neck and a head pull a body underwater.
Nessie?
Ass, get out of the water.
What? Why?
Get out of the water.
Why?
There's a big thing. It ate a body.
It's perfectly safe. Don't listen to him. Just keep getting the bodies. We'll pull you up if necessary. Don't worry about it.
All right,
Don't
I've known
talk.
him for longer than a day, so sorry if I trust him over you.
Okay.
All
Your
right.
boss.
But you said is there chests in the water?
Yeah.
I am going to start swimming towards one of those.
Ash, what'd you say your passive perception was again?
12.
Cool. You feel rippling under you again,
Mm-hmm.
and you feel something bite into your left ankle and try pulling you underwater, but it lets go when it bites you.
Ah! Oh.
Well, we'll see if it actually does damage,
So
though.
we just see him bob.
Yeah, you see him
Oh.
bob like in Jaws. He's like pulled under the water for
Yeah,
a second and comes
exactly.
back up.
Oh my god.
That's 21 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Oh.
You take 14 piercing damage from that bite.
Ow! It didn't get my ankle, that got like my whole leg.
Yeah, it like gets your whole leg in its mouth and pulls you under a little bit, but you sort of kick it and you free yourself and you come back up to the top of the surface, but there's like a little bit of blood pooling in the water now.
All right, definitely something in the water. All right.
Ash, get out.
Did,
Is there a chest relatively nearby?
Yeah, within arm's reach.
I reach over and grab it. Like, does it have handles?
It does.
All right, I'm going to grab it by a handle and start swimming.
It's
towards
pretty
the boat.
heavy. It's very heavy. So I'm going to say you're heavy enough that it still floats,
Mhm.
but I'm going to say it's reduced your swim speed a little bit more now.
Can I try to make an athletics check to push through it?
You can.
All right.
did he put the
I'm
flipper on?
gonna help him because I'm just gonna be using my tentacles and my arms to like pull the rope to get him closer.
Oh, yeah, because I tied the rope, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Nat 20.
Can you see it? Yep.
Yep. So as you're like you turn back just in time to see this large, like, long, bluish gray neck scaled with a large lizard-like mouth. Those of you who sail at sea long enough would know this might be one of those things called a plesiosaur.
Not
Yeah.
today, Nessie.
And it just comes out of the water and goes to bite you again, but it gets like full-on bites onto the chest you're carrying.
No. No.
And it
I-
just and it just lets go and just dives beneath the surface. And Toll the Dead on the yeah,
Yeah.
go for it. What's it
Wisdom
say?
saving throw.
Oh.
That's the-
That's a 17.
Ah.
Saves.
As it dives just beneath the surface and continues to snack on. You guys watch as like more of the bodies are just pulled beneath the surface. As the plesiosaur's like, screw it, I'll just eat these things.
That's the Loch Ness monster. All right, now
All right. Well, you were right. There was something in the water.
I'll start one-armed climbing my way up the side of the boat.
Yeah, yeah.
And he kind of keeps an eye on
The thing. And tries to help Ash out.
Yeah, you get him back up to the top of the deck, and his leg looks like it's definitely been chomped on by something.
Oh yeah.
and just to
Wrap the
staunch
chest
the
on.
bleeding, he's gonna use his healer's kit on the leg.
Can you do something about the pants too? Because I just got these.
Nope.
And he tightens it, probably more than you want.
Just so you fix the map. Can't you do the same thing to the pants?
Oh. Yeah, maybe. Here, give me a minute.
Cast Inflict Wounds.
Why?
No, he doesn't have any spell slots, so he can't even accidentally do it.
Oh, that's right.
So yeah, he's just gonna try to mend your pants up. There you go.
All right, thank you. Yeah, that looks nice. Yeah. All right,
Oh,
I
yeah.
should have
While they're doing that, I'm gonna try to watch for Nessie.
busted in a tailor.
You just see more of the dead bodies that were floating, just getting pulled beneath the surface, and that's about it.
That is tragic.
Hey, did you get one? We got a body, right?
Yeah, there's one body. that's like been bitten in half, clearly bitten in half.
There's some good materials there. Anyway, let's see what we got in the chest.
The chest,
Really, like sitting down on the deck next to it, and I'll just pop it open while you're fixing my leg.
the chest is locked, and it's covered in barnacles.
Hmm.
I suppose we could try what I suggested earlier. And he pulls out his leatherworking tools and then just rolls them out. I was about to get these out anyway.
Have at it.
Oh, wait.
So I guess he's gonna try taking the hinges off of this chest.
Yeah, go for it. Give me a check with your leatherworking tools then.
Alright. Ooh, yeah, that's nice.
Natural 20?
18.
Oh, what'd you get?
18, plus leatherworking tools, 6.
You take the hinges off the chest and the top just comes off.
Oh, hey, that worked well. Yeah.
I did it. I didn't ruin it.
Your brain is worth something after all.
And as you look inside, you notice that there was a hole in the bottom of the chest, and most of that weight was just seawater.
Tragic.
And as you fish through the seawater, at the bottom of the chest is like you feel your hand. Who's digging? Who's looking through the chest? Like putting your hand in the water if you want to.
I'll put a tentacle in.
You feel something hard and almost like glass at the bottom.
I'll wrap a tentacle around it and pull it up.
You pull out an empty bottle that may have once belonged to a potion of healing.
Oh, you are the best troll.
And it looks like
it
looks like
empty
the-
vial now, right?
it looks like the bottle had like cracked a little bit and whatever potion was in there leaked out during the
Darn.
shipwreck. Yeah.
I'm so glad I risked my life for this useless box.
I'm gonna look at the goblin. Can you fix this? And I'm just gonna hold up the vial.
Wait, maybe let's give it a shot.
And he'll cast Mending.
And it repairs the crack in it.
Wonderful.
Crack and where?
When you do whatever you're going to do to those bodies, will you put the brain in this? You can.
Sure.
Fine. Grab a brain.
Yeah. I can use that.
Wonderful.
Better than my brain.
Yes, yes. Much better than your brain, small though it may be. We'll get there, though. One of these days, possibly. It's not off the table yet.
Well, if it goes up,
Then I can remove it from the immediate list of
sweats.
because there was a 2-day limit on that prophecy that Papa Bondi said.
And at this point, you can see maybe daybreak coming through the storm. And since no one's really had a sleep yet, I'm going to be really mean. Just for fun.
Exhaustion.
Everyone gets a point of exhaustion.
Oh no.
Except for you, Ilyasine, because I imagine you might have napped while all that Sahuagin battle went on.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't watching it the whole time. I just found a nice place and conk out.
I am so very tired.
Exhaustion level 1.
If you guys want
Disadvantage
to
on
take a
ability
nap,
checks.
I will steer this boat into Old Newport.
Yeah, you can also put your I think D&D Beyond has a way you can do your exhaustion on there, and it'll tell you automatically what's wrong with you. Plus, it'll show in the D&D Beyond extension I have on the chat right now what's going on with your characters.
Activated on D&D Beyond, you just go to conditions, click on conditions, and then it's at the bottom.
Where's conditions?
It's right under your health.
Ah, there it is. Add active conditions. Ooh. Look at all
Yeah,
that.
because I got that sweet D&D Beyond extension going, so the audience can see your health and everything in real time. Especially when I kill you and they see that happen. All right, so Ilyasine, you're gonna steer the ship while those two go down below to probably sleep.
Oh yeah, totally Davy Jones-esque. Like, I'm gonna put all 4 of my tentacles on it so that it's easy to maneuver. We're just going to town.
Oh.
Alright, so Noose and Ash, you guys going below deck to sleep off that exhaustion?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, there is 2 more hammocks. So that means in total on this ship, there's 4 hammocks to sleep in and 1 captain's quarter bed, so you can go wherever you want to sleep.
Hey, Ash.
Hey.
What do you think? What do you think of our new friend?
Well, I try not to judge. Seems to have a flair for adventure. And she hasn't tried to kill us yet, so that's a plus.
Papa Bandai said that I would get eaten by a giant squid within 2 days. And it's right. I don't know if 2 days has passed. Things have been going by real fast.
Papa Bandai says a lot of things. Yes.
Yeah, you do it. But I thought it was a joke, but then we saw one. And now I'm worried.
I don't know if that's a squid. Probably closer to an octopus, really, which is, as far as I understand it, a different species, though I couldn't tell you what the difference is.
Really? I don't know. Either way, we should probably sleep in shifts.
Right, I'll take first watch.
Okay. Thanks.
Alright.
I'll watch from my hammock, though.
Alright. So you
I go to
both
sleep.
conk out and get the benefits of a long rest.
Perfect.
And above
I
deck
don't eat them in their sleep.
Okay. And above deck while steering the ship, Old Newport. As you're steering the ship, daylight comes and you're maybe half an hour out from Old Newport, and you see it's definitely just a port village, like a port island with some jungle, but it's mostly just port stuff, like like buy stuff for your ship kind of thing. There's a tavern, and there's also like vendors all over the docks selling their wares kind of thing. Not a heavily populated area. No one lives here. It's just a dense jungle with a tavern and some stalls where people sell stuff, and also this sort of like big shop on the docks that specializes in upgrading ships and doing stuff to ships, painting them, and other things.
Oh, really? Painting them, you say? Making
Yes.
them better?
Yeah,
I'm gonna take a look at this boat. This boat looks bad.
it looks
doesn't
like shit. It's a whaling ship that got beached with a bunch of holes in it that were mended, I think. Yes, they were mended by Muse, I think. And then yeah, it's just like faded paint that's been chipped away. The salt water has worn away most of it. It basically looks like a bare wooden ship with some really old sails.
How much to paint the boat?
Perfect.
How much to paint the boat?
How much to paint the boat?
You'd have to go to the stall and find out.
I would like to do this.
Alright, so as the ship docks and you get off the boat and head towards the dock, everyone that's on the docks milling about are looking at you very strangely, because they have not seen one of your kind on this continent before, so they're all just like, what the hell?
Unsurprising.
What the hell was that?
Calypso.
Calypso. Yeah, you walk up to the ship sort of place, stall, and it just has an anchor at the front, and the anchor is half like black and then half like neon pink in color, the sign. Inside you see this Triton with long flowing like golden hair that's done into dreadlocks, and he's wearing like this really fancy like blue silk shirt, very frilled around the collars, like maybe like out to here the frills are. Very large frills. Very large
Does it
frills.
match my outfit?
Yeah, almost, but just way more frilled. Like the
This guy has
frills,
great.
like the frills are maybe like 2 feet in length from the collar. And over top of his like blue silk shirt, he's wearing a long black like leather duster. And he's got various like facial piercings. And his left hand is completely like blown off and is just replaced by like a metal hook. And yeah, he's just leaning on the counter looking around.
I'm gonna wave with the tentacle.
He
Good morning.
nods. He does like a little like salute to you.
So, I
Outside
hear
of his
this
head?
place to get upgrades to your ship.
Oh, yes. Everyone comes here to upgrade their ships.
How much for a paint job?
Well, which one of these is your vessel?
The really crappy looking one over there.
He looks at the whaling ship with no cannons whatsoever, just 2 harpoon ballistas on either side, or 1 harpoon ballista on either side, and he's like, "Oh, that is a piece of shit.
I wasn't joking.
How'd you come across that thing?"
Long story.
He's like, "Alright, well, you want a paint job. First, I need, He pulls out this, like, ledger and drops it on the desk and flips it open. And you see this blank page, and he goes, "First, I'll need your name. Are you the captain of the ship?"
Uh-huh.
"Can I get your name? What's your name?"
Iliasine.
"Iliasine. And you're the captain, you say?"
Yes.
"Fantastic. What is the name of your ship?"
The Illithid.
"The Illithid. I like it."
Yes.
Advantage of the fact that we're all asleep.
Absolutely.
So, it does look like a piece of shit. What color would you like it to be?
Well,
I have a variety of colors.
yeah, I'd like to see a swatch if you have them.
Oh, fantastic! And he pulls like away this like silk blanket that's covering stuff, and you see maybe like hundreds upon hundreds of jars full of just different colored paints. So, any color you can think of, it'll probably be in one of these jars.
All right, now the true test. Can I really, really make it even more ugly?
Oh, for sure.
Let's see. How about a nice standard black?
Oh, you want to turn it black? I have a black. Black's actually the cheapest to paint. So I can do a black. Anything else you'd like to customize
Can we
it,
do
make it your...
Can we do a black with a purple sheen?
Ah. Yes, I think I could do something like that. Black with
Now
a
it's-
purple sheen. So the paint job will cost you, because black is our cheapest and the ship's not that big. I usually don't paint shitty ships. I usually paint large, like warships and sailing ships. That looks just like a tiny little whaling vessel, so I think I'll just charge you 100 gold to paint the entire thing.
All right, we can work with that. We can work with that.
Is there anything else you'd like?
What would you suggest to make it better?
Better. Well,
Better.
better. Well, I notice your ship doesn't have a ram on the front. And I think having a ram on the front is really good if you get into ship-on-ship combat and you just need to ram another ship out of the way, or if you crash into something, you don't damage the front of your ship too much because you got that big hard ram on the front. And I have to admit I'm pretty good at working with metals, so I could make you a custom ram on the front if you'd like.
Could you do tentacles like these?
Oh, I could definitely do tentacles. I could make the front of your ship a giant octopus head with tentacles like flaring out.
I like where you're going with this. How much would something like that cost, though?
For the size of the ship again. It'll be discounted a little bit. I'll say 50 gold.
How soon can you have it done?
Oh, it'll take me about a day for the paint job. Maybe less than a day for a paint job. I do have workers, and he points to like some other Tritons that are in the back, and they go, "Oh, hey there, how's it going?" And they're just like mixing paints and working with like metal in like a forge. They're like, "Oh, hey, how's it going? Hey." And he's like, "So the paint job, I can maybe do in like 2 hours. It's a pretty small ship. 2 hours for the paint job. However, for the ram, the metal, the octopus head, that might take me the upwards of a day."
We'll be in port a while, don't you worry.
And I like the cut of your jib, so I won't ask for half up front. Or you can give me half up front. It's up to you.
I'll give you half up front now. I'll come back after it's finished. Maybe even tag on a bonus for you if you do it really well.
Oh, fantastic! I think I'd like that. So yeah, with half price, that'll be 75 gold pieces.
All right. He's going to hand over 75 gold pieces.
All right, he takes it, puts it in his little like storage unit under the desk, and goes, "All right. So yes, I'll have that black purple sheen paint for you and the octopus ram for you. And the ship is called, just to double check, the ship is called the Illithid, and you are the captain."
You are quite correct.
I will help you out a little bit. How many members are on the crew?
They're a bit tired right now. There's only 4 of them.
So that would be 5 in total, correct?
Yes, including myself.
I see. Well, if you're ever interested, there are people around here looking to join a crew. If you ever need crew members, they're always looking for little work on the sea. Just a word of advice. Also, if you want some really good drinks and a place to spend the night while your ship is being worked on, there's a nice tavern just in about 10-15 minutes down the path in the jungle. There's a nice tavern there. I definitely highly recommend it.
All right.
And it's called the Tabaxi's Belly. It's very good.
Belly. All right.
Yes, it's not hard to spot. It's actually made inside the skeleton of a dead Tarask.
I like this place already.
Those die?
There's more than one?
Also, can I like try to insight this guy to make sure he's not pulling my leg on all of this?
Oh, for sure.
All right, because I kind of want to do that because I don't want to get gypped.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like a nice enough guy, but I'd hate to kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mind bullets.
Something like that. 19.
He seems
with modifiers.
He seems genuine.
All right. I will just reach out a hand, shake his hand.
He reaches out not his hook hand, he reaches out his fully formed actual hand and shakes you with it. And he goes, "By the way, I like your outfit."
I know, yours looks lovely as well. I was just noticing. You have great taste.
Thank you, I made it myself.
I approve.
Well, when you come back, everything should be done. Oh, tomorrow night? The day after? 2 days' time? We'll see what happens. I generally work.
All right.
My team and I generally work pretty quick. Just so you know, my name is Giles von Murphy the 8th.
Giles von Murphy the 8th.
That is correct. Giles von Murphy the 8th.
All right, I'm going to pretend I know how to spell that.
A name I just pulled at the top of my head.
Giles von Murphy the 8th.
Yes.
All right. Well, you may call me Ilya.
Sounds delightful. Well, I have work to do. I better get back to it.
I am going to go wake my crew so that they'll get off the boat so you can work.
And you see that him and his fellow Tritons grab various bottles of like black paint and start mixing like purple stuff into it, like purple glitter.
Nice, I like it.
And they all start running off to the ship. With one of them, a very burly Triton, sitting behind watching the store to make sure no one robs it.
That's fair. I'm going to go slap my crew members in the face with my tentacles. Wake up.
Okay. Mordecai and Eclipse don't wake up. They're too hurt from their previous day that they're just still sleeping.
You two, grab them.
What?
Grab them.
What do you want me to what do you want me to do? What?
What are we doing?
Taking
Where
them
am
to
I?
the end so that they can rest. And you can rest. I'm
we
getting
there?
ship work done.
What?
Repaired, improved, worked on.
Wait.
You don't drive around that piece of ship.
Look me.
What?
Is my brain still here?
Clearly, no.
Yes, your brain's still there. I was keeping
Uh,
very close watch.
As this is happening, you see the same Triton that Iliocene dealt with come down below deck with his very puffy collar shirt. The 2-foot length collar of just frills comes down and he goes, "Oh,
we've been boarded.
just letting you know that we're dealing with the ship right now. Listen, the painting has just started outside. If you'd like to come just get your input on what the paint looks like so far. I can easily paint it over if you'd like."
Oh, wonderful. Let's go have a look at our new ship, boys.
All right. You said
Grab those here.
All right. I guess Noose, you're getting Eclipse.
Yeah, okay. And just grabs her leg and drags her.
Okay, up the stairs.
I guess I go over. Mordecai is like huge.
Mordecai's huge. He's like bulky and muscular.
All right. I'm gonna go. Can I like bridal carry him?
Yeah, yeah, I'd say you can.
All right. So scrawny little like 5'4" Ash is just gonna. All right, come on, big guy, and then just start walking him up the stairs.
This massive like reef shark humanoid. Yeah.
Yep.
And you
There's
guys.
an end that way. Unless you
there-
want to check out the paint.
Where can we put them?
I mean,
Lead the way. I can't see past him. Why don't you lead the way?
All right, I'll lead the way. Where are we going?
well, first, drop them on the shore. Tell me what you think of this paint. You're going to love it, I swear.
The painting?
Yes, we're
Oh.
getting it painted, and we're putting a ram on the front so that we can engage in ship battles now without getting absolutely destroyed.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
I thought you might.
And as you all like descend off the ship and onto the decks, you see the first swath of paint has been painted, and it's black. But as you sort of like look and the light sort of bounces off of it, it's like got a purple glittery effect to it.
Does it look nice?
It looks like
Hmm.
I'd say like you know how you have those like really those sparkly black pants that look like galaxies with like purple everywhere. That's the sort of effect it's got. It's like it's black, and then as you like move around, it looks like sparkly purple galaxies on it.
I like
Would
that.
Would Moose know if Pipshin approves?
You could try to get some input from him.
I mean, like just from the general taste of.
Oh,
like,
probably. It's like hideous. To you, generally to most people, it probably looks absolutely hideous because it's black and purple sparkles as a pirate ship. But you think Pipchin would absolutely dig it.
I like it.
I'm
No
not
way.
paying for it, so I can't complain either way. So sure.
Oh,
you-
you're pitching it.
And you also see that they're carving a name into the side of the ship. And you see the name is carved in, and it says the Illithid.
Do I know what one of those is?
They're not native to this continent. You can give me a history check.
I'm trained in that.
What is that?
Let's see what a +2 can get me.
You'll see.
A 21, apparently.
You know what Illithids are. They originally hail from the Underdark. They are mind flayers, usually people that have been experimented on through whatever that word is. I can't think of the word right now.
Terramorphosis?
Thank you. And after enough time from that, they turn into Illithids or mind flayers, and they subsist on humanoid brains, and they all follow this thing called the Elder Brain. But you know that on another continent of this world, the continent of Anundiel, there is a settlement called the Coral Cove, where Illithids who have fled from the Elder Brain and shut themselves off from the Elder Brain's influence live. So it's an entire settlement of Mind Flayers living above ground who do not eat the living. They don't go after the living and eat them. They only eat the brains of the dead because the monarchy in Nundial have made a deal where the dead get shipped to Coral Cove before getting their funeral services prepared, where the Illithids of Coral Cove harvest the brains and send the bodies back. That's what you would know from books and stuff.
All right, I suppose Muse could have named it the Goblin, or we could have named it the Shark, or the Pink Cat, so that works. It's fine, I guess.
Hey, Ash.
Yeah.
What is it? What is that name?
Well, like I just said, she's an Illithid, so like you could, if you would, it'd be like if you had named it the Goblin.
So it's not just a big squid.
No, I'm a big brain-eating squid.
Blah.
Not even really that big compared to some squids.
When it comes to prophecies, you just don't know, okay?
Is it really a prophecy, or was it more of like a fortune?
So Giles picks up Noose and like sets Noose behind him to get him out of the way, and says, "So, how do you like the paint job there, Captain?"
I'm a huge fan. I love it. Keep doing it.
Fantastic. And he gets
Captain?
back to... Yes, she said she's the captain. You must be the crew.
Well, hang on now. That was never voted on.
Technically, it was my boat before you came aboard.
We have no proof of that.
I was on the boat when you...
Just because you were on the boat and you were the last one still alive on the boat does not mean you were the previous owner of the boat.
Well, technically, by default, it does go to the last crew member, and because that was me, it is my boat.
How do we know you weren't like a prisoner or something on the boat?
Was I in shackles? That seems silly.
Giles pipes in. Well, it looks like it's a whaling ship. I don't really think they take prisoners. I didn't really see a brig. I didn't see really a brig on there when I came down to wake y'all up.
All right.
I immediately don't like this guy. because he picked me up.
I'm just gonna, like, high-five Giles.
He high-fives you. He towers over you a little bit. He's like he's 7'1". Abnormally tall for a Triton.
I like it.
Do you know this giant?
Me?
My name is Giles. What did I say his name was? Giles von Murphy the 8th. I think that's what I said his name was.
Giles von Murphy the 8th. He is going to be a lovely man working on my ship for us. So, we need to head to the inn so that they can finish up their work. You can get some rest, and we can set off and do things.
And these are my employees. This is Giles the 6th. He's my cousin. And he points to a Triton who's maybe 4 feet tall, who's helping like carve in the name. And he's like, "Oh." And he looks at, and Giles, the normal Giles, big Giles, simple tall Giles, looks down at you, Noose, and says, "Sorry for picking you up there, little man."
I just don't like when people just treat me so small like that.
I understand. Here, will this make you feel better? And he pulls out a wrapped piece of candy from one of his pouches and hands it to you.
Well,
If you've never had saltwater taffy, I recommend you try it. It's really good.
oh wait.
And he goes back to painting the ship with his employees.
Muse pockets it. Saves it for later. You probably ask Pipshin about it.
You just hear a voice, "Candy, good."
Alright, so let me get this straight. You're saying this is your boat, ship, and you want all this stuff done to it. And do you have any money at all?
I already gave him half up front. I'm fronting half of it. If you want to be on my boat, you can at least... The four of you.
My question.
The four of you can at least contribute the other half. It is my boat, so I'm putting forward the most.
How much was it?
Only 150. I put full 75.
If I give you the whole 75, can I be first mate?
Absolutely. Welcome aboard, First Mate Ash.
Done.
Woo! Positions are being chosen already.
Minus 75. That's the majority of my money.
Muse is fine with that.
You can always use the money you found in the chest, Ash.
All of the money I found in the chest.
But yeah, as you're standing on the docks, you do notice there's like a good handful of vendors around.
Yeah.
And one of them is dressed in like a robe that comes over his head and it conceals his eyes a little bit. And he looks like he's maybe 4 feet tall and he's standing on a stool. And he's got like an orange scaled grin. And he's like, huh, what are you selling? What are you buying?
I've played Resident Evil 4.
Me too. What are you selling? What are you buying?
While we're walking in this market district, Noose is going to cross his fingers very subtly and have his hand behind his back.
Okay.
Just in a casual manner.
Sure.
Hello. What you got?
What are you selling? What are you buying?
Well, what are you selling?
What are you buying?
I'll buy anything. I'll sell anything.
Really?
What does New see?
You see like dead fish hanging from the top of the stall. You see a weird bag of assorted stuff. It is like a burlap sack, like a small burlap bag, and written on it, and like a tag. It just says assorted crap, 1 gold piece. And then there's like bottles of stuff, of various liquids. There's a random bottle of sand. Just a bunch of weird trinkets. He's like, yeah, what are you buying? What are you selling?
I'll pull out the jeweled box we got from Iron Bull's. We got everything out of it, didn't we?
Yeah, and there was like that
on the bottom.
Yeah, and there's that inscription on the bottom of the ship with the tentacles around it.
Yeah.
And then there was a
That's
black.
not foreboding at all.
There was and there was like a black pearl inside it, but one of you took the black pearl. I don't remember who has the black pearl right now. News does.
Ash took it back.
Oh,
everything.
Ash?
No, they put everything back into the box.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Yeah, and News. Yeah.
Okay.
What?
We don't want to fill that yet.
Why
Is
not?
there a ruby? Is there a ruby on there? On the jeweled? You said jeweled, so
Yeah,
I'm
there's
sure.
like various rubies all over it.
News would like to see. Would
Ash, can I take a ruby off of that?
Oh, you want to sell it piecemeal? If we take it apart, we could probably sell it for more for the parts. Yeah, good idea.
What? What?
Don't worry about it. Hang on. Like, turn my back so that like he can't see what we're doing.
This is clearly a kobold wearing a large burlap like cloak, obscuring his vision.
While they're attempting to get the ruby out of the box, can I see if this guy has or can procure any brains, so that I don't need to feast upon my crew members?
For sure. What are you looking? What are you buying?
Oh, did News give you the bottled brain, or did he have a chance to take apart that corpse yet?
No.
Okay, so it's still just on the deck of the ship.
Yeah, just oh my god, there's a half-eaten corpse on the deck. While the Tritons paint it.
We tried to save him.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, what are you buying? What are you selling?
Well, presently I'm not selling anything. However, I was curious. You said you sell anything.
I sell lots of stuff.
All right. Do you happen to have any brains?
Well, you could buy one of my trick bags. There's just random stuff in them. You might find brains in there. I just put stuff in these bags and sell them.
He sells mystery boxes.
That's perfect.
I feel like loot crates are illegal.
Just 1 gold coin apiece. Just 1 gold coin.
Well, If I buy one and I don't get a brain, can I have yours?
I don't have one.
I'll be the judge of that. Shake on it?
Oh, okay. And he holds out his little kobold hand.
Wonderful. I'll shake his hand.
Okay.
Bold move, Cod, and let's see if it pays off. I'm gonna hand him a whole gold piece and see if I have a brain, because if not, I'm getting a brain somehow.
He hands you a burlap sack.
Alright, I'm gonna peek inside.
It's mostly filled with assortment of just various humanoid fingers from various, like, just creatures. There is just a set of eyeballs in a vial at the bottom. There's some rotting dead fish at the bottom as well. There's a random potion of healing in there. Just randomly.
Yeah, I'll take that.
And there is a weird sort of decapitated human head at the bottom. That's slightly, like, rotting and decaying.
What?
But there's probably a brain inside of it.
Yeah, and the rest of the bag is just fingernails and toenails.
Jeez, what kind of...
Like, not fingernail clippings and toenail clippings, it's just like full fingernails and full toenails.
Sweet.
And a handful of teeth.
I'm gonna do the mind flayer thing and eat the brain, and then I'm gonna hand the whole bag to Noose.
In
You
front of everyone?
Just... Yeah, and you hand Noose the bag of just random parts.
Thanks. What do we got here?
Yeah,
Whoa.
toenails, fingernails, teeth.
That's a lot of fingers.
Yeah, lots of fingers, rotting fish,
I got an idea for those fingers.
and a potion of healing.
Oh, I took the healing.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
So just
Before
fingers.
eating my brain.
Just fingers?
Oh, and there's like an empty brain, or there's an empty, like, decapitated head.
Oh, yeah, true. So that's what you find in the bag, and the kobold's just like, oh, that was weird.
In the meantime, how many rubies did we manage to pry off the box?
Yeah.
7. 7.
7.
Ooh. All right.
I just need 1
All right, for what?
for a spell.
Oh, I was planning on selling them, but all right.
Well, this will be useful. We could sell the object I make with more.
Whatever you say.
Yeah.
I just pluck one from his palm or wherever he's storing all of them right now.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm just holding them.
Yeah,
do you
right.
mind if I sell the rest here?
Not here. This guy will jip ya.
No, I'll
What?
see what.
What are you buying? What are you selling? I wouldn't jip ya.
He might also be an idiot who would overpay us. We can.
Yeah, I might be an idiot.
Does he look like he has enough money to give us?
Yeah, do I look like I have enough money? What do goblins know?
All right, now that was racist. First of all,
Me mom was part goblin.
that doesn't make it better.
That explains so much, though. No, I won't eat you.
I know, it makes so much sense.
All right, well, how much would you give us for 6 rubies?
99,000 gold pieces. I'm
Show me
kidding.
that you have 99,000.
Let me see how much I have. And he looks in his little coin purse that he has on himself. He's like, as of today, I have 1 gold coin.
All right, we're going somewhere else.
Nobody.
Into my coin.
You're the first person who bought my bag of tricks.
Oh, and by the way, seeing all of this, Noose is actually going to. I don't know if you want him to do sleight of hand for this, but because he is a merchant, Noose is just going to see if he can, on the sly, without him noticing, give him 5 gold pieces.
Give me a sleight of hand check. To beat his passive perception of 6.
Oh, that's so bad. That's worse than Gundar's.
Yikes.
16.
Yeah, you do it. No problem. He feels you tugging on his coin purse, and he's like, "Oh, it must be the crabs again."
Yikes.
Oh wait.
Not like crabs, like crabs that crawl on the beach. I thought I should clarify that.
You
Oh,
might
I
want
must
to
have the
wash your
crab.
hands, Noose.
Oh, yeah. Where is that coin pouch?
It's on his waist.
Exactly.
Is it worth catching something?
All right, let's go. What you know? We need to take these guys somewhere.
Now he's just. We haven't put Mordecai or
No.
Eclipse anywhere.
We need to. Hey, is there a pub? Do you know of a pub? You'll see.
Yes, actually, I do. Follow me.
As this is happening, you see a person, a human, walking. A very handsome-looking male, stubble, square chin. He's wearing a black tricorn hat and a long red naval coat. Like admiral, not an admiral coat, but like a long red navy coat. And beneath that, he's wearing a black waistcoat with a frilled white shirt, black leather gloves, knee-high black leather boots with like spikes on the toes, a pair of white puffy pants. There's a rapier strapped to his side and a very large blunderbuss strapped to his other side.
White pants is a bold move in this day and age.
Is it the same? Is it the same naval coat that
Carter was wearing?
No, this is like pristine. And you notice Ash. You notice the banner on his like the insignia on his sleeve is of the Scarlet Banner, the naval forces that work for the King Moreau of this continent.
They're the ones that hate pirates, right?
They seek out pirates and kill them for fun.
Oh. Well, it's a good thing we're just a simple whaling ship, right?
That's true. As of a couple days ago, the two of us.
And he sort of like stops walking and he sees the unconscious, like piratey looking cat on the ground. Eclipse, and he sees Mordecai unconscious, and he sees the three of you just standing there. He sort of looks around and goes, "What are the three of you doing in Old Newport, if I may ask?"
We are adding upgrades to our whaling ship so that we can catch bigger whales. Problem? That one right there.
He looks at it. Oh, the shitty one that's getting painted purple.
Yes.
Correct, sir.
Yeah. Well, I guess pirates wouldn't sail a purple ship.
See, I told you it was a good color, guys. I'm going to say that in my head so that he can't hear it, but they can.
Oh yeah, you could just say it right into our brains anyway.
Yeah, I told you purple was a good color.
That's convenient.
He's like, keep that thing on a leash. He points to Muse and walks away.
Oh, don't worry. He's on a very short leash. You wouldn't happen to have any spare harpoons, would you? No, all right.
You'd probably chew right through it.
Muse is gonna take that piece of candy, just start chewing on it while.
It's like it tastes like the sweetest thing you've ever had, but it's also salty.
That's pretty good.
And you watch as that naval officer guy slowly makes his way to your ship.
Hey, the guy's going to our ship. There's a dead body on there. We left it on there.
Can I help you, sir?
He just turns and walks away from the ship and continues further on down the docks elsewhere, and it disappears out of sight.
We should probably take
I
care
didn't
of
think
that.
so.
Yeah. Who would like to take these two to the inn, and who would like to go dispose of the two halves of a corpse?
It might be
Well,
easier for me
to be
take
fair,
care of
it was not our fault.
'cause
We
these
picked
guys
it
are
up out
heavy.
of the water.
Wait, one at a time. One at a time.
Sorry.
You first, little one.
I'll take care of the body because, like, carrying these guys they're heavy. I'm not very strong or big.
All right. I mean, neither am I, but sure.
Don't forget to get my brain.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Sweet. I'm going to wrap a tentacle around Eclipse's ankle, and I'm going to walk off in the direction of the...
Okay.
Oh, wait.
No. Just gently pick up Mordecai's giant body again and then follow after.
Okay. And you guys slowly make your way towards the jungle where the tavern is, and notice you head on back to the boat, and yeah, you see the corpse laying on top, The painters haven't really gotten to him yet. He's still laying on the out in the open on top of the deck.
Yeah, Noose is gonna drag him.
And there's
down on-
seagulls flying around him and pecking at him.
Yeah, Noose is gonna drag the upper half below deck, and
A seagull's like pecks at your hand and like bites into it.
yes, dagger.
And it flies away.
All right.
And so he tries to take the rest of the upper body below deck, and if there's anything heavy that's useless lying around,
There's empty barrels and stuff.
those
And-
will float.
And there's a full barrel of like rum. There's a barrel full of harpoons.
Do I have anything that would sink really well?
There's the captain's bed.
Oh, I don't have anything.
There's the chest that had a hole in it that was full of seawater.
Oh, yeah, okay. So, Noose will take the legs, the lower half,
Yeah.
put it in there,
Yeah.
and then cut the face off of the dead guy.
You're cutting his face off?
Yeah,
Brutal.
he's putting
Sorry, this guy's my new first mate.
Hey,
he's
I
cutting his
paid.
face
I
off.
paid for that position.
He's gonna try storing it so he can use it for a project later, and then
Okay.
What project?
well,
But I
we'll find
approve.
out. And Muse is gonna take something blunt and just bash the front of the head in, and pull out the vial, and then put the brain in there.
Okay, not much of the brain gets in there, but pieces of it do, and some cerebral fluid can fit in the vial.
Yeah, he'll just lift the head up and then drain it in there.
Okay.
And try and get
Give me all of the brain.
So you crack it open like a coconut and just sort of like taking it like the water from inside.
You put the brain from the cranium into the vial.
Use the cork to, and he gets it. And now he puts the upper body into the chest, and then so all of the dead guy is folded up in the chest.
Okay. And do you reattach the lid?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we'll do that process.
Just like tie it.
Hopefully, none of our viewers were planning on eating anytime soon.
So now it takes about 25 minutes, but you fit this entire body into the chest.
Perfect. All right.
We got it all. And since the hinges are back on, it's locked.
Yeah. So now there's just a dead corpse shoved inside this chest full of seawater.
As opposed to a living corpse.
Sure.
Hi.
All right. So, how can we get this to sync without on the sly? Is there any on the backside, like away from port, like the backside of the ship? If I happen to lower it into the water there,
Yeah.
so as not to make a splashing sound,
Yeah.
would anybody see?
No.
Like do the
No.
okay. All right. So Noose will try and do that.
Yeah, you spend another 5 minutes lowering the chest into the water.
Okay. And does it sink?
With the additional weight, it sinks a little bit below the surface, but it doesn't sink to the bottom. It just sinks a little bit beneath the waves.
And is it because there's air in it?
Yeah.
So Noose will flip it upside down, and then because there's a hole in it, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna let water go into the.
And the chest finally, just with a bunch of bubbles, sinks and sinks and sinks.
Oh,
I heard the noise in my head. The blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there we go. Okay. I think that's everything. Hopefully there's nothing shifty on this boat. All right.
And he just heads to where they pointed the tavern would be, or
Yep.
pub or whatever. All right. Whew. Done.
And Noose eventually catches up as they get to the border of the dense jungle.
Hey guys, we're good.
Yes, hello. How are you?
Hero scene.
Toss you the bottle of brain.
We're going to be best friends. I won't eat you.
Okay,
Is
I'll
one
just
of those a requirement for the other?
Technically
Alright.
speaking, yes.
And yeah, you see this jungle, it's dense, but there's a path, and there's lots of like fauna and stuff, like flowers growing. I think it's flora, not fauna. There's a bunch of flora growing out onto the path, like large, like 6 feet tall flowers, and just a bunch of jungle trees. It looks like it's a rainforest. And through the rainforest, they said about 20 minutes down the path is a tavern, made out in the hollowed out remains of a Tarask.
So where are we going?
There. I'm just going to point at it.
Yeah, through the canopy, you can see the remains of a hollowed out Tarask sticking out of the canopy.
whoa.
What in the 9 hells is that?
That's big.
That's where we're going. Follow me.
Can I correct myself? What was that?
Oh, that. That was a Tarask. From what I was told.
I want to fight one.
Well,
Brain, did you eat
good,
that?
because I need everyone to roll for initiative as a Tarask comes out of the jungle. I'm kidding.
Let's do it. I rolled a 3.
That'd be bad. That'd be bad. But yeah, no. So, I need marching order as you guys go into the jungle.
I did say follow me, so follow me.
Okay.
This is in the back.
Yeah, I'm in the middle carrying Mordecai.
Okay. So it'll be Iliacine. Who's behind Iliacine? So it'd be Ash. Okay. And Noose in the very back. Cool.
You just got his 2 dagger.
And you guys step into the jungle?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Yeah. Here's the path. I'm following it.
As you step into the jungle, the sounds of jungle life definitely hit your senses almost instantly. And you hear howler monkeys like hoo, 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 and the chirping of birds and other animals in the jungle. And as you walk, you come to a fork in the road, left and a right path, and the right path, which looks like it leads to the tavern, appears to have had a numerous amount of trees and like a landslide almost sort of take over that path. And it is completely blocked off by fallen trees and a mudslide. And there's a sign there that's etched in, and it says, it's written, like carved into the sign, detour, and it points down the left path.
Nothing's ever easy. We can't just like go purchase a bed. And we just this is our life, isn't it?
We should
Well-
be careful. This is a classic. More water. Quick.
So first, mate, I have a question for you.
Aye.
Are you proficient in shark people? Like, can you wield that thing?
Much better with this thing. I pointed the trident on my back.
But I feel like if you hit something with that will do significantly more damage.
And he sort of
Hey.
grunts a little bit in his sleep.
He's kind of also just got the shit beat out of him. So
Yeah. I wanna save my healing spells as much as possible.
I mean, have you never hit a guy with another guy before?
well, generally speaking, I find it's more efficient to take someone I don't like and wield them to hit someone I also don't like.
We can work on this.
Plus, people are heavy.
He's
Oh. Well, yeah. I
Oh,
guess
is he just
not.
like a bunch of, like, blubber?
Yeah, you want to trade?
No, I'm good.
All right.
I'll say at this point, just for ease, that Mordecai and Eclipse both awaken.
Oh, so they can walk now.
So I'll get to play both of them. This is going to be fun.
Are they still like exhausted, and we should try and avoid having them fight?
They look like they might be okay.
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 Oh my God, take it easy. You're
Hello, welcome to the crew.
Yes, it's nice to meet you. I am
Hello.
Mordecai Griswald. And that's the shark talking. And then
Sure.
Eclipse. I can't do a New Zealand accent, so... Oh, hi, mate. I'm Eclipse.
I'm sure they'll feel much more to themselves. Like, give it a week or so.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Something like that, I'm sure.
Hmm.
You guys take it easy.
All right.
You've been off your legs a while.
Rather unfortunately, we have to take a detour. So, let's go.
Oh, fantastic. I love detours. Yeah, the player said he talks like... The player said he talks like...
Actually,
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry.
ah,
What could possibly go wrong with the detour? Let's
Come
do
up
this.
to the lab and see what's on the slab.
Oh, man. And before we do a... Rocky Horror Picture Show one-shot.
all right.
I know all the comments.
So,
Definitely wasn't Dr.
So-
Frankenfurter when my group went.
This left path, is
Yeah.
it like overgrown?
No, it looks like it looks like it's a very commonly used path as well.
Okay, I'm still gonna have one hand resting on my sword.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna begin walking, I guess, no longer tentacled to Eclipse's ankle.
Okay. Sounds good. And you guys go down the path? Same marching order?
Yeah.
Alright. You guys walk for about 15 minutes. And you see in the sort of foliage to the left, there appears like there might be a building made of stone, like mossy stone, about 20 feet off the path, covered in just foliage, hidden from the foliage. But sitting outside of the building, near the path, is this large black pillar that is pointed at the top. It's got 5 sides, and it's pointed at the top. And it's just sort of embedded in the earth, and it's black, and it's covered in scripture and runes.
Well,
And
that
it's-
is most assuredly not the end.
And it's just gleaming black in the sunlight.
I kinda want to go touch it.
yeah, sure, go touch it.
Just so you know, Noose, if he dies, your new first mate.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Good luck. Don't use an arm or a leg.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Maybe
tentatively walk off the path and start slowly approaching it, looking around as I come up to make sure there's nothing, no traps or anything, or anyone lying in wait to come and stab me.
There's nothing, no.
All right, I'll go up to it. Like you said, there's like script written on it.
Yeah.
Can I recognize the language?
I'll tell you in 1 second. Do you know Abyssal?
I know Common, Draconic, Giant, and Gnomish, so no.
You can't read it.
Okay. I'm just gonna run a hand down the script.
Fantastic.
What you got there?
You hear this deep, like, as you touch it. And you feel a prick in your palm
Ow.
Oh,
as blood gets sucked into this obelisk. And this scripture starts glowing red almost.
can I see like the scripture from where I'm standing now that it's glowing?
Yeah. It
What does
says,
it say?
"Death comes all ye who enter here."
Oh, you should not have gone over there, mate.
And it
Really?
also says, "Your spirits will never rest if ye fall here."
Oh dear, you're not going to have a good time with that.
And he watches a beam of red light shoots up into the sky. Just
You shouldn't have
All right,
touched
I'm
that.
not sticking around to find out what that is.
and you hear, boof, boof, and you hear something coming out of the building.
Oh,
Back towards the path. Back towards the path.
And as you're running back towards the path, you see this creature. Let me just describe what this creature looks like for fun, for everyone who's...
Oh dear.
You see this large, furry, red thing coming out of the building. It barely gets out. It's like blocked by the door, but it breaks through the doorway. It's large, it's red and furry, it's got blue skin almost, it's got tusks down here and glowing red eyes, very big, ridged eyebrows, and it looks at the, well, 5 of you, and just goes,
Hello.
and I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative.
Not saying anything? Let's the initiative. This is gonna go swimmingly. Oh no.
I like this new character you're playing, Sam, because he's like, I want to touch this too. I just want to fight stuff.
You should give it a lick next time.
Oh, it's so bad.
Tastes just like raisins.
Yeah. No, because I was like, I'm very happy to be playing a character that can take initiative, do things, has desires, can string together sentences.
So yeah, what did Ilyasine get on initiative?
5.
Oh! Ash.
16.
Fantastic. Noose.
13.
Okay. Oh, not 24, you got 13. Alright, let's see what Mordecai and Eclipse get for initiative. Just out of game, does anybody know what this thing is?
Probably.
Got a pretty good idea.
Does it kind of look like a gorilla?
It looks like a big red gorilla with blue skin and tusks.
Oh.
I have a pretty good idea, yeah.
I'll just say this, there was a number of things that could have been summoned from this thing. Mordecai got a 14. And Eclipse is going to get a... She has a +5 to initiative. 21.
Whew.
So, what have we learned? Don't go touching shining black obelisks in the middle of the jungle.
I haven't learned anything yet.
Oh, you will, I'm sure.
And
Right.
Eclipse is gonna just say, oh, fuck this, mate. And she throws a dagger at the thing from the path. Ooh. That's a 16 to hit. That hits, and it lets it, as he touches the dagger, like sinks into its flesh. It's like weird, like black blood pours out of its chest. And it goes, as the dagger like slams into its, fleshy chest and takes some damage. I got like a dagger throw. Oh, not great. Alright, and Eclipse is gonna get ready to throw another dagger as we go to Ash.
Alright, let's see if he can do it.
I believe she can toss a second dagger as a bonus action.
Oh, can she?
Yeah,
yes, she can!
She flips up 2.
She's gonna throw another one then, one of her other daggers. Her second dagger that she has.
If she has...
No, she won't.
Only if she has 3 daggers, because she gave me one of her daggers.
She has 2 daggers, so she has 1 dagger. No, she took 3 daggers, she has 2 daggers left. So yeah, she'll definitely throw another dagger at that thing. Ooh. 14. That misses. The dagger just sails wide and hits the obelisk and just sinks into the stone obelisk. Alright. So with that, it's Ash's turn.
Alright, Ash, how far away am I from it?
15 feet.
Alright, I charge right up next to it.
Okay.
And then looking right up into its face, I'm like, come on, come on, come on. That's... And just roar right back in its face, and the blue lightning eyes and the glowing lightning stars. And I'm gonna, first of all, need it to make, as I do that, need it to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no! That is a 9.
That's a failure. So it's gonna take, I mean, an anticlimactic amount of damage. 5 lightning damage.
Okay.
I want, as I roar at it, I want to just shoot lightning out of my mouth.
Totally. Just and it like hits this giant red-blue ogre in the face.
And then, as my bonus action, and then I'm gonna stab at it with the trident.
Yeah, you are.
Gee, Beth, where was that earlier?
I used it in the fight. It just got knocked unconscious like immediately.
Not out of your mouth.
That's true. It was just coming like off his shoulders. And attack up there, and then and then an 8 with the trident.
You stab at him with a trident, and it just like it stabs into him, but doesn't do anything to like hurt him or anything.
All right.
He just looks down and like just does like a and yeah. And
all right, that's my turn.
you hear it say something. Those of you who know Abyssal, it says, "I'm going to feast on your bones and pick your teeth with your fingers."
Oh, I want the brains. Earthbound back.
Mordecai, he's gonna full on like monk run. He's gonna jump, climb up the obelisk, stand on the top of the obelisk, which is only like 10 feet high, and he's gonna unfurl the whip from around his waist, and he's gonna whip the thing with his whip.
That's right, he is a whip.
For a natural fucking 20.
Nice.
So, for those of you watching, I don't like the rules that natural 20s have, because you could roll a 1 and get, like, 2 damage. So, our natural 20s are max damage plus rolled damage, because that makes it feel like criticals, actually. So, that'll be 6 damage right away. Oh! 12 damage total as he just hits this thing with his whip. Just whoosh! Shit. Nice. And then Mordecai, as a bonus action, he's gonna... Wait, does he get a bonus action? Is it unarmed only?
I think so, unless Kensei gets something for that.
Oh, unarmed strikes. Yeah, he's not Kensei. He's Drunken Master.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so he just whipped. That's all he's gonna do then. Viewers, you guys turning in a good time. We're fighting a demon. Noose, it's your turn, buddy.
Oh, wait. Well,
I'll say for this, he is 30 feet away. The demon.
all right. Is there anything nearby that looks like I can hide behind?
The obelisk, and maybe some like trees and giant flowers.
What's the closest thing?
The closest thing, maybe like a giant like petal, like a giant flower that's about 6 feet tall and looks like it's got like a mouth.
Nope.
And then there's obviously there's trees and stuff you could hide behind.
All right. So Muse will just get behind the nearest one of those.
Yeah.
Not using. He's gonna invoke duplicity.
Yeah, he is.
He's gonna put it right where everyone else is, right next to the big guy.
The big guy? Alright.
Yeah. And with his bonus action, he's gonna cast Spiritual Weapon.
Alright, what does Noose's spiritual weapon look like?
It looks like a hummingbird.
Okay.
Alright.
It's a little hummingbird, and when it attacks, it uses a whip-like tongue that...
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember you writing this on your character sheet.
Yeah. So, yeah, and it'll make an attack.
Yeah, this little hummingbird appears and just goes... And it flies towards the fiend. Yeah. Use your spiritual weapon against it.
So is my spiritual weapon and invoke duplicity next to each other fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess spiritual weapon attack.
Okay. Yeah, roll for it.
20! Sorry, I said that really loud. Sorry. Yeah, 20.
Natural 20, 2 natural 20s in a row on attacks. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Also, for the record, my roll to see if I raged was also a nat 20.
Oh my god. So, yeah, max damage plus roll damage on that. Them's be our critical rules.
I'm getting the nat 1 here, guys. Don't worry about it.
That's okay.
You're catching up for all the ones that we got last week.
Hey, Kate's in chat. You didn't kill Eclipse yet, have you? No, we have not.
So that's 8 plus 4.
Eclipse just woke up from a long sleep.
Do we do the mod damage as well?
Yeah, because it's... No. Your mod damage is added on anyway. So,
Which one? Add modifier damage? Oh, yeah, it does, I think.
yeah, so critical damage would be your max damage plus modifier. That's your max damage. And then you roll on top of that with the modifier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's 12 plus 6. That's 18 points of damage.
Nice. As you do, this hummingbird just like flies
And-
towards this thing.
And did I say 16 points? How many points of damage did I say? 18?
I heard
Yeah,
18.
It was 6 plus 12. So yeah, 18.
Yeah.
And Fury of the Small.
All right, yeah. So what's the additional damage for Fury the Small?
21 damage, so
21.
I'm level 3.
So 21
So 3
damage
points of
total.
damage.
Okay, cool, yeah. That guy's not looking too shit hot already. Because of our amazing critical rules that I have, which are really good.
When we're not on the receiving end of them anyway.
Yeah. And it says this hummingbird flies towards it, lashes out with its honey tongue, this whoosh, and it lets it like this flash of light as the creature goes and swats at the hummingbird, but nothing happens when he swats at it. Anything else for news?
Nope. He's gonna just, hopefully, if anything comes at him from range, he'll have 3/4 cover or something like that.
Alright, fantastic.
He can't use his hide action.
Alright, cool. This giant ape man is going to beat his chest like and go reckless. So he gets advantage on all his melee attack rolls, but you guys get advantage on him until the start of his next turn. And it's going to look down at Ash and just swing both of its fists down like boom, boom on top of his head with advantage. So that's a 7 and a 2 I rolled. So 7 plus 7, that's a 14 to hit.
Dodge to one side.
And then he's going to like roar and bring down the other fist on top of your head. Oh, that was a fucking natural 19. Almost a nat 20. So 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. I dodge the first one, I take the second.
Oh wait, I rolled the wrong die. Hold on. For like damage. You take, not a lot. 7 bludgeoning damage.
You mean 3 bludgeoning damage because I'm raging.
That's right. And then he's going to just take his weird like tusked maw and bite down hard on your shoulder because he gets 3 attacks. And with advantage. That's it. No, that's 2 natural 19s. Ho ho ho! So that hits obviously because that's 26.
Yep.
You take 6 points of piercing damage. So I already halved it. So it was 11. You take 6 points of piercing damage.
All right.
And then, yeah, he's just gonna sit there and roar at you a little bit. And yeah, Illithids, it's your turn.
Nice. Okay. So is Mind Blast like an action or like a bonus action?
It's an action.
It's an action.
Yes.
Okay. In that case, give me an intelligence save, DC 15.
Oh, this is gonna be so bad for this guy. Oh, that is a 3.
All right, he definitely fails. So he's
Oh, yeah.
gonna take 1d4 plus 5. Where did we go here? And he's stunned.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, that's good.
He takes a full 9.
9 damage.
9 psychic damage, and he's stunned for a minute.
He is stunned for 1 minute. I just gotta look up what's the effects of stunned again?
Actions.
You automatically fail strength and dexterity saves, and
You don't get a turn.
yeah, basically.
Cool.
Get, like,
Incapacitated.
So
Yeah, you're
he-
incapacitated, can't move, you can only speak falteringly, and you automatically fail strength and dex saves.
and Mind Blast is once per long rest because of that.
Sure is.
Yep.
Oh, and attack rolls against it have advantage.
They already
Yeah.
do because of his reckless, but yeah.
Does he get to make the save at the end of his turns for a minute, or is it just a full minute?
No, he gets to make the saves.
Okay.
I was gonna say-
Otherwise, that'd be ridiculous.
Like, oh, he's
that's
just out of
great.
commission.
Yeah, it's just, he just win a fight and against anybody.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I think even Power Word Stun allows for saves at the end of the turn, so nothing stuns for just like a duration.
No, he gets to repeat the save.
All right.
And let's see, that's an action.
Yes. Your action is to use Mind Blast.
Can I use my bonus action to make like an offhand dagger attack?
No, because that would still be an attack action.
Okay.
Yeah, in order to do dual wield, you need to use the attack action first for the first hand.
I gotcha. Alright, well in that case he's getting hexed.
Okay, what's the saving throw on that? Even though he'll have
No.
disadvantage, I think. Oh, so he's just hexed.
Yeah.
Wonderful. This guy is just gonna be bumbling like. So now he's stunned and he's hexed. Fantastic.
Good luck, Mr. Gorilla Man.
Alright. So, that your turn?
Yeah, I just
Cool.
walked up to like get the 10
Alright.
feet on him.
Alright, so start of the turn. Start of the round, I mean, second round. You guys watch as something seems to pull blood out of Mordecai's foot.
Oh, because he's on the obelisk.
Yeah, I totally didn't realize when I did that. I thought, oh, this is gonna be so cool! And I'm like, oh yeah, wait.
You big dumb shark, get off that thing.
You guys hear another roar from inside the building.
Oh, can we stop touching the big black thing in the middle of the jungle, please? Can we just stop? Get down.
Oh, I'm so happy with what I rolled to come out of that building, too.
I'm already not.
It's a Baylor, everyone! No, it's not.
Actually, just a Balrog. Not even a Baylor, a Balrog.
Get back to the shadow!
Fly, you fools!
Man, that's such a good movie, guys. Let's talk about how good Lord of the Rings is. For like an hour.
That's the rest of the stream. We'll pick up the combat next week.
Man, I wish it was a Baylor, though.
I don't.
It'd be so much more fun, though.
We'd be dead.
Probably.
Oh, yeah.
I
You would
gotta
be super-
find it. I gotta find it. No, it's not as bad. I can promise you that. It's only a horned devil. No, it's not. Audience, what should the obelisk summon?
Kate, say an imp.
Mephistopheles himself.
Wait, whose side are you on?
Yeah. Come on.
It's up in the air at the moment. You know, I'm flexible.
It just summoned another Illithid.
You guys see this Nalfeshne come out?
What?
Nalfeshne. No. You guys see this sort of strange-looking fiend? It's maybe a foot taller than Ash. It looks like a praying mantis, a gray praying mantis. It's holding a trident in two of its pincer-like hands, and then on its shoulders are two other pincer-like arms, and then it's got two very mantis-like feet. Yeah, it's got 4 arms, a trident, and two big bulbous, like yellow, like mantis-like eyes, and a pincered maw.
You might actually be uglier than me.
And it comes out of the temple as well, and it rolls its initiative for a 7. So not great. So it's going right after the big guy. Fantastic. So, top of the turn order, it's Eclipse. I see Kate's in chat, so if she hops in, then she'll can control her, but we don't know what's going to happen with that, so. Yes.
Kate, I'm not in this fight. Yeah, you are.
Yeah, Eclipse is in this fight. Oh, the suggestions for this fight was Vecna, a Baylor, a Boneclaw, and a Tarask.
Kate, whose side are you on?
Oh man, Boneclaw would be good. Boneclaws are awesome.
They are.
They're really not, though.
So yeah, Eclipse. I'm sorry, Kate. Eclipse is going to run up to the big guy, and he's basically a bumbling mess. So she's going to stab him in the face with her rapier. Well, not in his face. He's kind of tall. You're gonna like stab him in the gorilla junk, like from underneath, like in the taint with your rapier. That's a 21 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Advantage, so she gets that sneak attack.
That's true. It's advantage as well. Okay, yeah. So it's yeah. 1d8 plus 3. That is 8 damage plus the sneak attack damage. What's the sneak attack for a? Will it say on our character sheet how much her sneak attack damage is?
Yes.
Good, yeah.
2d6. 2d6.
Oh, 2d6 at level 3, huh? Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I
So
think,
that's.
I think it goes up by a d6 every 2 levels.
It's an additional 4 damage. So yeah, stabs in the junk. And he's not looking too happy. As a bunch of like black ichorish blood pours out of his gorilla taint.
Oh,
My God.
that's not very sporting now, is it?
And then can she make another attack?
With the offhand, yeah.
2-weapon fighting.
Mm-hmm. She just doesn't get to add her ability modifier onto the second attack damage.
Cool.
Unless she has something special, because I mean she is a like specifically 2-weapon fighter. I don't know.
Well, but you need. I think that's a fighter
Okay.
fighting
It's
style.
also a feat that you can take.
Yeah, she can. But is a rapier considered a light weapon?
Yes, light and finesse.
Cool. So she's gonna, let's just say for the sake of fun, she has a short sword in her other hand. And she's gonna swing up in the same taint stab with the short sword. No sneak attack on this one though, I don't think.
No.
Sneak attack applies to all.
Does it apply to all?
I'm pretty sure.
Well, that was a natural 1 and an 18.
One of those hits, probably.
So yeah, 23 to hit. 1d6 plus 3 for the short sword. That is 7 points of damage. We'll say that there's sneak attack on that too because it's still advantage. Actually, let me check.
Technically, you can only do sneak attack once per round.
Once per turn.
Oh, so yeah, no
Sorry,
sneak
once
attack on that. But
You're right, yeah.
he collapses to his knees. More blood just pours out of his gorilla taint. And with that, it's Ash's turn.
All right. Dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
Automatic fails.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Automatic
Yeah.
fail. Boom.
So, for 3 lightning damage.
Fantastic.
So I just like plant the trident on the ground and then like
So-
run my hand up the forked part and let lightning go along it, and then just
Cool.
point it at him as it shocks him.
So he takes 1 point of damage.
Oh, okay.
Resistance to lightning.
And then while it's pointed at him, I'm just gonna stab it at him.
Where are you stabbing him? He's
Like
on his
right-
knees. Yeah.
Oh yeah, like right in the throat.
Yeah, go for it. Advantage because
I have advantage because that was a nat 1. All right, that's a 22.
that hits. Roll damage, my friend.
Okay.
All right.
For 11 piercing damage.
How does Ash kill the Barlgura?
All right, so he starts by just like running his hand up and just like breathing the blade, the top of his trident in lightning, and just pointing it at him and just shocking him in the face so that his chin goes up from the shock, exposing his throat, and then he just jams it right into his neck so that the middle one goes in and then the other two just go right on either side of his neck, holding him up like that. And then Ash is gonna take him like while he's holding it, basically like supporting his head with the trident,
Yeah.
turn so it's like kind of facing towards where the other roar came from, wiggle it around like he's taunting it, and then just drop the thing off and then point the trident in that direction.
All right. At the big silver mantis thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So, anything else, Ash?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Mordecai is going to leap off the obelisk, so no more demons get summoned.
Get off of that.
Well, fiends. And he's going to jump. He's going to use his monk speed to run at the new thing, and he's going to go to knee it in the Mantis Taint, because Roll Taint hits here today. For a 17 to hit. That misses. Hits it, doesn't really do anything. Hits in the taint, nothing really happens. He's going to use a bonus action to do another unarmed strike. He's going to do a spin kick to the side of its head. Oh, that misses as well. Just nothing.
17 misses. I am in danger.
Noose, your turn.
Alright. Use duel first. Bonus action hide.
Yep. Okay, give me a stealth roll.
Ooh. Yep, I was due for a bad one. 9.
He sees wherever you go to hide.
Yep, okay. And for the action, through my duplicate, so hopefully to distract him, he's going to cast Toll the Dead.
Alrighty.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. That is a 9.
Alright.
So he'll take...
Oh, and he hasn't taken damage yet.
He hasn't taken damage yet, yeah.
Alright. Oh, now he's taken 8 damage. Sweet. Yeah,
Cool.
Good roll on that. Yeah. 8 damage. Buddy.
Anything else
So
from... Anything else from Noose?
Well, Muse probably doesn't know that his hiding spot wasn't great, so he's just chilling out there.
Alright. It is going to... Let me just see what he can do here. Cool. It is going to run out on its weird mantis legs, and it's going to slash, as it runs past, it's going to slash at Mordecai for a natural 20.
Ooh. Doesn't Mordecai have a reaction?
Let me see here. Only to deflect missiles.
Right.
Yeah.
An attack of opportunity if he survives it leaving his reach, but yeah.
So it's going to run past and slash at him with its attacks. That's max damage plus roll damage for our ruling for criticals. So...
Shark bait, ooh ha ha.
Let me see here. I totally lost my masses. Oh, yeah, okay, so max damage from that. And then, that's... Mordecai takes 24 points of damage from that, as he's dropped to 6 hit points from that. And then it's going to run past him and get an attack of opportunity from Mordecai. Oh, fuck Mordecai. 4 plus 4. 8 to hit. So Mordecai's like spin kick completely misses. As this thing runs right up to the closest person it can see, which is Ash. And it's going to try to impale you with its trident.
That's my thing.
Oh, he'll give it to you, all right.
A 14 to hit.
Parry trident, you try. I like entwine the tines together. Like I catch it end to end and like tangle them together.
All right, so that is its turn, and that means we're gonna go to Ilyasine.
All right. I am going to use my bonus action to move my hex over to this guy.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm going to hit him.
Yeah.
I'm a stab.
Okay.
This the right dice? No, this is not the right die. Here we are. Oh, that's tragic. 17 misses.
17 misses. Yeah.
Oof. All right, I do not hit him.
Okay.
But now can I make? Nope. No, I can't. No, I can't make my offhand attack.
Nope.
Tragic. That's all I do then. I
Okay.
flounder miserably.
All right. So top of the turn order, Eclipse is just gonna say, "Oh no, Mordecai, you died almost." That's my MK impression, and she's gonna run to behind this creature and stab it in the back with her rapier and her short sword. So for rapier, that's a natural 1 for the rapier. So she like runs, stabs it, but it like goes at a weird angle, doesn't really penetrate. Short sword, natural 20.
All right.
Wow, a lot of 20s.
Yeah, it's so good. So 9 damage for max roll damage, 17 total damage from the short sword into this thing.
Does she? It's adjacent to me, right?
Yeah, so sneak attack, right?
And sneak attack damage is traditionally doubled on a crit.
So, 18 plus 18.
What? Wait, 6 plus. Wait.
What was her addition? What was her? You said sneak attack damage is doubled on a crit, right?
Well, it's also damage.
That's true.
That's
So I said it was 18 damage first for the critical on her short sword.
Yeah.
And I rolled 9 for the sneak attack.
Does sneak attack follow the same critical rules?
Yes.
Max damage plus, so it'd be 12 plus 9, so it'd be 21 then for the sneak attack, right?
So 18 plus 21. 39 points of damage from that critical on a sneak attack.
Cool.
Okay.
Wow.
Hope you saw that.
Yeah. As your short sword, like Eclipse's short sword, sinks into this thing's back and like strikes a vital organ, and you hear it go. That was an awful impression. It was, and it just like the sword sinks up to the hilt in this thing's back, and she pulls it out and just hisses a cat hiss. And Ash, it's your turn.
All right. I'm gonna spin the trident like a quarterstaff, and as I'm doing that, I'm gonna send an arc of electricity off the back end of it. So dexterity saving throw.
Oh, you know what I just realized? That critical was halved.
Ooh.
Oh,
So it was 30. What was I say it was? 30, 31?
39.
39 total damage?
I think because it was 21 plus 18, right?
so 19.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Still 19 damage though.
Good,
That's
yeah.
not bad.
Forgot about that. Yeah, it's still good.
So this thing's just resistant to normal attacks.
I'll tell you that it's resistant to. It appears like it's resistant to piercing and slashing.
Gotcha.
And bludgeoning right now.
Right.
Yeah, Ash, it's your turn.
Yeah. So spin the quarterstaff. As I'm doing so, fire off a bolt of lightning off the end of the quarterstaff, or off the end of the trident. Dexterity saving throw.
15.
That makes it. Still takes half damage. Wow, half of 1, which is 1.
So, well, he's resistant to lightning damage as well, so you still just take 1 damage.
I think I read the ruling. If you have something that's like, if you have resistant to something, you would take 1 damage. You take nothing.
Okay, so yeah, no damage. Just
Flip it around and then stab at it.
yeah, go for it.
No advantage. That's a 7.
That misses.
All right. Oh, this is going well.
What's the ruling on Hex? I forget what Hex does.
Hex is just an extra d6 if I hit.
Okay, cool.
In addition,
Something does get hit.
Yes.
there's also the additional fact that if you pick an ability score and they have disadvantage on all ability checks.
That's bestow curse.
No, bestow curse. No, Hex. I think actually Hex. That's one of the things Hex does.
Hex is just the extra d6 of necrotic if... Yeah.
Okay.
Also choose an ability when you cast the spell. The target has disadvantage on ability checks made with the chosen ability.
Oh. Well then, that's good to know. I'm giving it disadvantage on dexterity saves.
Cool.
Well, it's checks, not saves, unfortunately.
Oh, well then...
Disadvantage on dexterity checks, whatever. And yeah, Mordecai's turn. He's gonna like, oh, that hurt. He's gonna run up behind it and elbow to the back of the head.
I appreciate it.
And that is a 17 to hit. That misses. Just poof. And he's gonna say, "This is stupid." And he's gonna go for a shark bite. Like,
Buy it in.
Fucking natural 1. God damn it, Mordecai! I roll really bad for you, but everyone else is good. So Noose, it's your turn.
Oh wait. Gosh, I've been trying to figure out what I should do here. The new guy just moved into right next to where Ash was, right?
Yeah.
Which is where my spiritual weapon is, correct?
Yes.
Alright. So do I use my bonus action to hide or spiritual weapon?
I feel like we'd have to get through like half of 3 of us to get to
with opportunity attacks. So yeah, spiritual weapon, bonus action.
Cool. See if that hits. Let's do it.
When that's magic damage.
14.
14 to hit.
Yeah.
That misses.
Yep. All right. And then for my action, how's everybody? Who's everyone that's gotten hit so far? It's Ash, Mordecai, and
Mordecai.
And anybody else?
I guess the 2 of us.
Okay. Was there anyone that who's right next to it? Is everybody next to it?
Mordecai right next to it.
Mordecai, Eclipse, and Ash.
Okay. So all 3 of them, I'm putting aid. I'm casting aid through the
Duplicate?
duplicate.
Okay.
Yes. So all 3 of them get 5 temporary hit points.
Sounds
That will
good.
hopefully soak up any damage that occurs on them.
So Eclipse gets 5 temporary hit points.
That counts like 10 temporary hit points on me.
And Mordecai gets 5 as well. Which is good, because he's sitting at 6 hit points.
Yeah. But I figured giving the whole team 15 hit points was probably better than maybe only giving him 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else, Noose?
Nope.
Okay.
He'll stay hidden.
Alright.
His ears are just poking out the side of a rock.
This thing is going to... It's going to take the trident and it's going to stab at Ash with it. Natural 1. New D20 time. And it's going to spin around and go for a claw strike on Eclipse. For a 21 to hit. For 14 slashing damage on Eclipse.
Minus that 5.
Yes, so that 5 got taken away. She's sitting at 15 hit points. As he just like claws into her. And then it is going to raise its hands up, and you watch as this sort of smoke seems to billow out of its mouth.
Well, that seems not good.
And all around this thing, a sphere of poisonous yellow-green fog just envelops it. And yeah, I'm going to need Mordecai, Eclipse, and Ash on the start of their turns to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Lovely.
Do I have to make one?
No, because you're not within the 20-foot radius. You're just outside of it.
Oh, no, I'm definitely within the 25.
Oh, cool. So it's going to be everyone except for Noose, I think. Yeah, everyone but Noose will have to do that on the start of their turn. Okay.
Because I tried to stab it.
Yep. So it's the start of your turn then. So I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
I can do that. That is a nat 20. I will...
Okay, Cool.
Here with the glass.
I believe you, but you're still going to take damage.
Because at this point, it's way too ridiculous that all of us have rolled them.
Yeah, it's
awesome.
ridiculous. It's so good. If only people, the other two were playing to get in on this action.
You're missing out, guys.
Seriously. Here, we fix this. There we go. That's nice enough.
You take 12 points of poison damage. That's halved. I already halved it for you, so you take 12 points of poison damage.
Perfect.
Wait,
Alright.
extra 12 was halved?
Yeah, and it doesn't say if you're poisoned or not. It just says you take damage.
Then, unless if it doesn't say you're poisoned, then you're probably not.
Cool. So yeah, that's what happens.
We
And
may want to consider leaving.
you're standing in a cloud of just this thick, poisonous, like yellow-green gas.
Right. I'm gonna stab it.
Go for it.
Am I gonna stab it?
It's up to you. What are you gonna do?
You're right. I'm not gonna stand in this.
Do we
I'm
have
gonna back out of it.
Okay.
On my way out, I need a wisdom save from this thing.
That is a 12.
Alright, well my DC is a 12, so it passes, but it takes half damage.
From what?
Mind Spike.
Oh, yes. So half the damage on that.
Yeah. Let's see, is that like... That's 3d8. I didn't get enough d8s. Tragic. So that is 12?
Okay. Is that halved?
Yeah. No, that's not halved.
So 6.
Yeah, so 6, psychic? Yes, 6 psychic.
Okay. 6 psychic damage as this mind spike slams into it. Okay.
Yeah, and I moved out of that weird cloud thing.
Yeah,
That's
for
not-
sure. Alright, so you probably backed up like 20 feet to get out of it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Anything else, or is that it?
Nah. That's it.
Alright, so it's Eclipse's turn. She needs to make the con saving throw. Con +2, that's 15. What did I say the save DC was? It doesn't say the save DC. Oh, there it is. Yeah, she beats it. So she only takes half damage as well. If everyone takes half damage from this, it's gonna be great. Oh shit.
Jesus.
It's a good spell, you guys. Eclipse takes 14 points of poison damage and is sitting at 1 hit point.
Ah.
Ooh.
Get out.
Mordecai is going down.
Yeah, Eclipse is going to use... She's a rogue, so she's going to use...
Attack, bonus action, disengage.
Yeah, she's going to use a bonus action to disengage, so she doesn't get hit from attacking opportunities. And she's going to back up 20 feet and sort of hide in the bushes near the building, out of sight.
She does have that Tabaxi speed boost thing.
Yeah, that's...
She could just...
Yeah, book it out of... She books it, like, to the side of the building, almost behind it, hiding in the dense jungle there. Just like, no, I'm good.
For a brief moment, she's just on all fours.
Yeah, just like coughing up, like gagging, like heaving, a pink tabaxi heaving in the jungle. With that, it's Ash's turn. Ash, Constitution saving throw, my friend.
Let's see how I do.
You got this.
Remember, we need someone to be able to carry Mordecai out when he eventually gets down.
That's 15.
You succeed, but you still take the damage.
I'm proficient in con saves. And I don't have poison damage, though.
Ash, you take 12 points of poison damage.
Oof. All right. I'm gonna ask it to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, you are. That was almost a natural 20, but that's a 14.
All right. That makes it half damage. Wow, another one. It takes no damage. Taser's running out of charge here.
Oh.
And I'm gonna try stabbing it with the trident.
Yeah, you are. Get that natural 20.
That is not a nat 20. It's a 19 though, so 24.
That hits.
All right.
And it's half damage, so half it when you do it.
Okay. Wow, that would have been really good damage. That's 13, so it takes 6.
Okay. As you stab it into its like belly and like green Icarus like bug blood leaks out over your trident.
Okay. And then I am going to move away from it towards the road, like away, trying to draw it off away. I move 30 feet away from it, so if it wants to move and bring its cloud with, it needs to move it away from everybody else.
So it's going to make an attack opportunity as you go to leave.
Yes.
And it's going to do it with its trident. 21 to hit.
Yep.
Was that? Yep. Red dice. You only take 6 piercing damage.
So I take 3 piercing damage.
Yeah, as it's like tink, and it stabs you as you back away.
All right, then I back up and kind of invite it to follow me, hopefully moving Mordecai out of its radius.
Okay. That's the end of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Mordecai's turn,
Oh, well.
and he has to do the con save. And he got a natural 20,
Okay.
but he still takes the damage though. Half of the damage, I mean.
Which will probably knock him unconscious. Oh, I didn't take down my temp HP.
It does it automatically, I think.
No, I didn't.
Oh, it did for Eclipse.
So that should be 5.
Oh! Mordecai takes 14 points of damage and is unconscious.
I was gonna say if it's anything less than 11.
Yeah, Mordecai's unconscious.
Damn.
It happens a lot to Mordecai.
Yeah.
I need you here,
when you're
Muse.
playing.
I'm rolling terrible for Mordecai. Get here soon, please. And with that, it's Noose's turn. As this thing, you see Ash come out of the poison cloud. You see Iliacine come out of the poison cloud, and you see Eclipse run out of the poison cloud in the opposite direction. But Mordecai looks like he might still be in the poison cloud, and that creature is still obscured by the poison cloud.
Do I think that this... Because if I use a healing spell on Mordecai, the next time it's his turn, he's going to lose all that health anyway.
Yeah. But the mechanics of this spell are interesting. The frog moves 10 feet away from the caster at the start of its turn, rolling along the surface of the ground.
Oh, so it's not like an aura around it. It's just kind of like we can see
It's
it like
a
drifting
cloud.
through.
It's going to move 10 feet around it, away from it, in every direction. In every direction, yeah.
Oh, in every direction?
I think so.
Oh, so
Alright.
it's just expanding then.
It moves 10 feet. It doesn't expand 10 feet.
So,
You said in every direction.
Let me just get the ruling on this real quick.
I could try to make it use all of its action to run away.
That would be very helpful.
It says the fog moves 10 feet away from you at the start of each of your turns, rolling along the surface of the ground. The vapors being heavier than air sink to the lowest level of the land, even pouring down openings. And it's a 20-foot radius. Wait, hold on. 20 foot. It's a 20-foot sphere, so it's just gonna like move 10 feet away from it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just like a big ball that just rolls across.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Rolls
Muse-
downhill.
for Muse's action, he's going to send his he's going to have his duplicate point at him, point at the enemy, and say, "Run before the winning smite," and cast command.
Okay. What's the saving throw on that?
Wisdom?
Oh god. That is a 16.
Nothing happens. So for his bonus action, he's going to cast Sanctuary on Mordecai's body.
Okay. I'll allow it. That obviously happens.
Oh wait, I can't because I cast command. I can't.
That's
do two
right.
spells.
That's right. Yeah.
So never mind. What I can do is use the spiritual weapon bonus action.
You can.
I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, it's already up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do it.
So I'll use the bonus action of the spiritual weapon to make an attack. And that does not hit.
No. Hummingbird goes to hit, gets lost in the fog, and just sort of like, oh no, where do I go?
Yeah. So with his movement, I don't think. So, in order to get an idea of the battlefield, like, what can I? What's my space here for like 30 feet of movement?
If you go even like 5 feet in front of you, or 10 feet in front of you, you'll hit the smoke, the poison fog. So basically, your option is go to the right or go behind you.
And where's everyone else?
They're like behind you on the path.
Oh.
So
we're
Ash
heading
and Illithids are on the path. Mordecai is down in the fog, and Eclipse ran in the opposite direction, deeper into the jungle beside that stone building where the fiends came out of.
Yeah, Noose is gonna run to them. But his duplicate is still in range.
Okay.
So.
All right. Anything else for Noose then?
I used my action and bonus action.
Okay. It's its turn. And it's just going to walk away from Mordecai because it's like, hey, you're downed in my poison fog. You probably won't do too well. And it's going to walk out of the poison fog onto the path. And
towards us?
Yeah, towards you guys, out of the fog onto the path. Which means that the fog extends 10 feet and is just on the border of the path, almost obscuring the path.
Oh, so it's moving towards where we went.
Yeah, it's moving. It basically moved in your direction, I think. Let me check the full rulings on this spell, just because I want to do it properly.
I think it's when you basically like when you cast it, it just starts moving in whatever direction you were facing when you cast it, and just goes in a straight line.
Rolling along the surface of the ground, so yeah, it's going to head towards you guys on the path.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And
we can get out of its way, and it won't change direction though.
yeah, it's got a 20-foot radius. And it just walks over towards you. So it's still, at this point, it's barely obscuring Mordecai, but it's still obscuring Mordecai a little bit. And it's going to, because it only went 10 feet, and it's going to stab at Illithids with a trident. Oh my god. Today is just a day for natural 20s.
Oh my god.
Yep, that's not great.
To die.
Welcome to Adjusting Campaign Cat, where he tries to kill us every episode.
I'm fully prepared for this.
So you take 20 points of piercing damage.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah, wait.
Oh, you're down.
Yikes, dog.
And then it's going to look at Ash and go for a claw attack.
Alright.
For a natural fucking 1.
But those guys are all in the poison range too, then, right?
No, it's just a bit. On the next turn for this thing, it'll be in their range. It'll obscure them. Yeah. Because it moves 10 feet every turn. So it is Illithids' turn.
Death save number 1.
Oh, fantastic. I didn't realize you were downed.
Oh, yeah. I was being completely sarcastic when I said, oh, that's all.
Oh,
Hey, that's a 10. I win, guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
1 success. Alright, cool.
Woo.
We spend a lot of time down.
Eclipse, hiding in the jungle. Let's see what you got in your equipment. If you have any potions in here.
I think we asked this last week when we were all down.
Oh, yeah, I know. Any spells? Prestidigitation. Oh yeah, that's right.
Really?
That was supposed to be a secret, and I just ruined it. Well, what can you do? She's just
I didn't
gonna.
hear it.
She's gonna do a stealth check to see if she can sneak up and around to get to you guys, and maybe stab this thing in the back with a sneak attack. What's your stealth, Eclipse? It's a 14 for stealth. It's not paying attention. It's more focused on them, so she'll like slowly creep back towards you guys through the foliage and the underbrush, making her way there with her 1 hit point. Oh my god! And you guys see her. She uses her feline speed, feline agility, and she's basically like almost on the path, but she's hiding like on her belly in some foliage, unseen to everything. Ash, it's your turn.
I'm right next to the unconscious mind flayer, right?
You are.
Okay, I want to spend my action, just reach down, grab her by like the scruff of the coat, and just kind of do my best to toss as gently as I can, slide her, like
out of the range of the
out
gas.
of the range of the gas. Yeah.
Give
Where it's going
me
to roll.
athletics or acrobatics. You choose.
Athletics.
I have the best first mate.
That is a 13.
You throw her. She slides about 5 feet.
Okay.
So she'll be out of the radius when that thing moves anyway.
Okay, perfect. So it's just enough for her to be out of it. So it won't
Just
go
about.
over.
It'll be like scraping the bottoms of her feet.
All right, just enough. And then dex save from the monster. Terrible, awful thing.
Oh, cool. Thank you, Shinzo. Swashbuckler Rogue pretty much always has sneak attack unless they have disadvantage.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I forgot about that. That's your turn.
No, dex save.
Oh, dex save. That's right. 17.
Well, made it. And takes half of 5, so it takes 1 damage, 1 lightning damage. That one did something.
Static. It's like a static shock from like woolly socks on the carpet.
Yep.
Anything else, Ash?
How on its turn is the cloud going to move
10 feet towards you guys. Yeah. It's getting lower and lower though, so it's like basically at this rate, I'd say it's maybe waist high.
Okay.
But it'll still fuck you up.
Okay. So is there a space I can move to that's adjacent to it, but will be out of the path of the cloud?
Behind it.
Okay, so then I'll just swing, or I'll use my movement to swing around it, not leaving its threatened range, but just getting around it so I won't be in the cloud when it gets to its turn.
Sounds good. That's your turn?
Yep.
Cool. Mordecai has to do a death save. That was almost a natural 1, but that's a 5.
That's not a nat 1, but it's a failure.
1 fail for Mordecai. Shit. Noose, it's your turn.
Alright, so how this poison thing, you say it's a cloud.
It's a spherical 20-foot sphere fog cloud.
Alright. Would it be something that it could be dispelled by perhaps rain?
You can certainly try.
Okay. No.
No.
So, the Muse's duplicate was next to where all the action went down.
Yes.
Without having to move the duplicate, you just reach over and touch the spare the dying on Mordecai.
Yes.
Alright, so it does that. And then with the bonus action, I'm gonna have the spiritual weapon, the hummingbird, fly over to the whatever this fiend is.
Yeah.
And do an attack.
Sounds good.
And then use all of my movement to move back.
Mm-hmm.
And that one didn't hit either.
No. Damn.
Nope. 7 plus 6.
No.
Not gonna hit.
Alright, anything else?
Yep, that's everything.
Okay. So that'll be its turn.
But good news, Mordecai has been spared.
So stabilize, so he will not do no more death saves. And this thing is going to Huh. So who's all around it? Noose, you're around it, and so is Ash.
No, it's just me.
Noose has been
So it's
backing
gonna
up, backing
trident
up.
into your chest, Ash, for a 9 to hit.
Parry.
And then it's just gonna try to like rake up your like chest and torso with its claws. Almost a nat 20, but that's a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll hit.
Whew. Okay. Just do my math here. You take 13 points of slashing damage.
Ow. So that's 6?
Yeah, that'll be 6.
All right.
And just sort of like... Oh wait, I was going to say, and Illithids, you hear it say, but you're unconscious.
Yeah. What would I hear it say?
Nothing. Because you're unconscious. But
Fair.
it just sorts of yells like, Obelisks! That's what they hear. You're just like, oh, okay. So, Illithids, death saving throw, please.
Round 2. Fight.
Nat 20, nat 20, nat 20, nat 20.
Nope, that is a 16. But that's still a pass.
Yeah, two
Alright.
successes. Nice. So with that, Eclipse is going to do another stealth to see if she can get up, maneuver around through the foliage and get beside this thing. Come on! Oh, yes! That is a 23. So she's like crawling, doop, 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 right up beside it, stands up, rapier to the bug taint, and it's sneak attack. So it's with advantage because it's a sneak attack.
Literally a sneak attack.
Oh, almost a natural 20. Almost a nat 20, Kate. It was a 19 and an 18.
Still good.
So that's a 24 to hit. So 1d8 plus 3.
Plus 2d6.
Yes. So that'll be 6 damage on the strike alone. And then 2d6 for the sneak. It's sneak attack. Oh, 7 damage for sneak attack. And it looks like that attack looks like it did some critical damage. It looks like it might be knocking on death's door.
Whew, all right.
So with that, it's Ash.
All right. You know what to do. Charisma save.
That is a 18.
Yep, keeps making these, but it'll take another 1 lightning damage. Just annoying it with these little shocks coming off of me.
Oh, yeah. Never mind.
Okay. And attack with the trident.
Yep.
That is going to be an 18.
18 to hit. That hits.
Yeah. All right. Four.
Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh.
Another 13 damage, so it takes 6.
Okay. Yes, Kate, Abyssal. Which I think Eclipse actually knows. I could be wrong. Yeah, he looks like he's not doing too shit hot right now, that little guy. And that's
Ash.
And Mordecai just lays there.
Mm-hmm. He does that a lot.
Oh man. Alright, Noose.
Alright. How far away is everyone else? Just a movement turn, so like 30 feet
Yeah. So
from my duplicate.
Illithids too far away for your duplicate.
To move from there.
Yeah, he couldn't get to her in time. He'd have to use the dash action to get to her. Because she's like...
Is Noose close enough?
Noose is close enough.
Alright. So, Noose will use his movement to go up and cast... Oh god. 19.
So, for those of you who don't know why he's doing that, if you'd like to explain, News, just so no one gets really mad when something happens.
Oh, News. He uses cure wounds and inflict wounds, but he forgets which hand it is sometimes. So
That's
you have
fair.
to roll to see whether he will heal
Or
or harm.
When the first time that he inflicts wounds on the wrong person, we're gonna paint his hands like white and black, just so he knows which one's which.
Yeah.
So you
Permanently
get
dye them.
a D8 plus 4, so 9 points of healing to you.
You are my new favorite goblin,
Just
sir.
in time for your turn too.
It would have been great if it was inflict wounds, though. Failed death save.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, 2 failed death saves. Just
Does it
Because
have to be
it's-
a weapon attack, or does that just be any melee attack?
I think it's
Oh.
any melee attack.
So I have a bonus action left, I believe.
Well,
It's
not
any
gonna-
damage that gives you 2 failed death saves.
It has to be done like melee, like a ranged one, or just like a spell or something. There's only one.
Yes, Noose, bonus
Nice.
action.
I'm gonna try the spiritual weapon again.
Yeah, go for it.
Do it. Hit him.
I believe in you.
Mess him up.
Alright. 16 plus 6.
Oh yeah, Hummingbird's gonna hit that motherfucker.
Yeah,
Do it.
Hummingbird.
Give it a lick.
Bird. 7.
give it the lick.
How much damage?
So
Does it taste like
so that's
raisin?
11 points of damage.
How do you want to do this
Yeah.
with the Hummingbird spiritual weapon? It had exactly 11 hit points.
Oh, yes.
So the hummingbird tears away a scale to its organs, its inner torso area, and as it does so, the hummingbird just dives in nose first and releases all of its energy and causes an explosion inside its body.
So you guys watch as the Mesoloth just explodes into pieces and chunks, just as the Hummingbird like flies into it. And it rains Mesoloth parts all across this area of the jungle.
Oh, it was a Mesla. I thought it was an ice devil.
No, Mesoloth.
I was like, we're gonna die, but Ash doesn't know that, and he wouldn't turn back anyway.
Oh wait.
So that's Noose's second. How do you want to do this?
Well, at least this time it wasn't because I was the only one left.
Yeah. I mean, better this time. We had a couple people standing. Actually,
Yeah.
by the end, only Mordecai was down.
Yeah, but now Mordecai gets a heal.
Yes, he does.
You are my new favorite goblin.
So Muse is gonna go over there and
Mhm.
just
Oh, wait, he's got to roll.
Oh no.
No.
Quality.
Okay, we got 14. All right, so
Well, you might just kill Mordecai.
And I'll say this: Eclipse has 1 hit point.
all right,
Oh yeah, that's right.
so we'll get Mordecai back to consciousness.
Yep. What's he getting healed by?
He's getting 8 points
Okay.
of health.
I'm
And
just gonna feed Eclipse a health potion.
Sounds good.
Eclipse.
That's right. You have a healing potion.
okay,
Eclipse, you want some healing?
Yes, please.
Alright. It's the same guy that did your pink fur, so
Wonderful.
okay, that one was close. It was a little too close for comfort on that one. All right, and 8, so 12 for her.
12 for
So
Eclipse.
she'll be at 13
13 hit points.
before that health potion.
And that's health potion is 2d4 plus 4, correct?
2d4 plus 2.
That's right. I keep doing 2d4 plus 4. Yeah, so roll 2d4 plus 2
Sweet.
as you pour it down her cat mouth.
2, 4, 5.
Okay. So she's sitting at 18 hit points at a 24. And yeah, as this like Mesoloth explodes into raining goo, and the poison cloud just disperses into the mud and vanishes out of sight, The Glabrizu is down on the floor, just like impaled on its stomach, laying
What
face
now?
down. Glabrizu?
Oh, whoa.
That big, like,
Oh.
demonic, like, gorilla thing?
News just
Bargola?
No, it was a Glabrizu. No, not Glabrizu, Bargura. Thank you, Sam.
Glabrizus was the pincers and the forearms and
That would have been fun. That would have been fun.
They have a habit for cutting gnomes in half.
I do. But yeah, so the obelisk stops glowing at this point.
Okay, nobody touched that thing?
Wait.
Lightning eyes and lightning scars fade.
Noose, you hear a voice in your head. Touch it.
That would be so funny, right? So Noose heads over there. But he's gonna first
Hear-
because he's
Hear another voice in your head. Don't touch it.
He sees some really good materials with his Balgura, and you guys mind? He rolls out his leatherworking tools.
Get me the brains.
I won't get to work.
Well, it wouldn't feed you because it's a fiend, not a humanoid.
Darn.
Yeah, so it wouldn't do anything for you.
That's fine. I want to try new brains.
Okay.
Kind of like you try a new wine every time you go to.
Makes sense. Makes
on
sense. Yeah.
Sunday.
It'd be interesting if that has some side effects.
Yeah, I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
So Noose is gonna get to work.
That thing is touching a weird black obelisk in the middle of the jungle.
Next time, give it a lick.
So, yeah, give me survival with your... Yeah, roll for your survival tools or whatever they're called. Leatherworking, thank you.
Yeah, leatherworking tools. 16.
You cut out the Glabrizu's tusks, tongue, and you remove its head.
That's tongue and head. Okay.
Does it have a spicy brain? If I do the mind flayer thing?
You can certainly try.
Totally try.
Alright, you crack open its head and suck out its brain,
Yeah.
and give me a constitution saving throw.
Oh, nice. Let's do this.
Or no, my bad, wisdom, not constitution.
Wisdom? Oh, even better. Non-natural 20 in that case.
Oh, never mind. You will not come under the effects of madness. It just tastes like a shitty, disgusting brain that you will never want to eat again.
No more.
I'm
So,
gonna heft the fiend's trident. Just kind of test the balance and everything of it. Like, look at it. What's it look like?
A Mesoloth's trident. I need to pull this up again and see what that looks like. Nah, screw it. It looks like a fiend's trident, but it's silver and jagged all over.
Is it actually silvered?
It is not silver, it just looks silver and it's jagged all over the place.
Alright. Is it medium-sized?
It's medium sized. It's not like yours. It's not a great trident.
Oh, so it's a regular-sized trident. Okay.
Yeah, but it was still using it with two hands, but it's a regular sized trident, yeah.
Yeah, I pick it up, I test the weight and everything, but I put it up next to mine and notice that it's like here versus here, so I'm like, I'll just toss it down on its body.
Okay. So yeah, there's this building that's hidden by the jungle foliage. There's this obelisk, and the path also continues forward.
What do you guys say we check out that building?
I mean, there were, demons guarding it and coming out to try and murder us, so probably something good in there.
Wait. Wait. I had a thought to touch it again, but
Don't do that.
does it say anything else on it?
Let's find out.
The sigils do not appear on the obelisk anymore. It appears like they only showed up once the obelisk was touched.
Not at the moment. No.
Oh, wait.
Well,
So, are
lead
all
the
of
way,
these-
noose the demon slayer.
Yeah, Demon Slayer, the winning smite. Let's do it.
Yeah, whatever that is.
All right. So Noose is gonna be on his toes, but since he has all the health, he's gonna lead the way.
Where are you leading?
And-
Where are you leading the way to?
I ended at 17.
To the shack where they were popping out of.
Oh, you're going into the building. All right.
Now I'm gonna look around to see if there's any windows. And...
There's no windows. All you see is a small room where it looks like a few tents were set up in this room
Yeah.
long ago, and a very old campfire, and a set of stairs that seem to descend into darkness.
No.
Guys, come here. Check this out.
I'd rather not. That just seems like the kind of thing I would just not want to mess with.
Perhaps we should go take a nap in the inn and then come back to this place.
Sounds like a good
inn
plan.
is next to a place like this?
News, how are you looking in? Are you peeking your head in, or did you step in?
Oh no, he's just looking in right now.
Okay.
He's just looking like he's definitely playing it safe.
Yep. Give me a perception check while you look in.
It's caught. It's stuck on the edge.
Roll again.
That's a 15.
So you do see, travel packs in each tent, and they appear to be full of stuff.
Looks like we got some stuff here, guys.
Ooh, I like stuff.
Yeah,
How
me
far
too.
in are they?
They're in the tents, so they're 10 feet in past the door.
So,
What is the reach of your trident?
10 feet.
All right. Put him on the end of your trident, through his shirt, hook him, and just sort of
Goblin on a stick. I like it.
All right. So as you're
like the claw machine thing.
all right, you're doing that with Noose.
Yeah.
All right. As you're doing that, give me a dexterity check, Noose. Dexterity saving throw, actually.
Dexterity saving throw.
18.
You do not fall off the trident.
Okay,
I'm gonna help him balance this trident so that we don't accidentally drop him on the floor.
Okay.
we're doing it, guys. We're doing it. All right. What do we got here?
So once he's inside the area, does he see anything new?
You see tents, maybe 6 or 7 tents. Some of them are beyond the reach of the trident, even with you on the tip. And you see just a bunch of satchels they were abandoned.
Does it look like there are threats anywhere?
Not currently, no. But you do see a skeleton in one of the tents, just it looks like he got an arrow stuck in his stomach, and he just died in his tent.
And you said that there was a stairway.
Yeah, a stairway going down into darkness, in the center of this room.
It looks fine, guys, as long as it's not this. As long as nothing comes up from the stairway, this room looks clean. But there's some stuff here.
Just pick up the stuff. We'll bring you back. We'll put you back in. We'll get more stuff.
Yeah, all right.
And you
Repeat
just
the process.
Pick up the stuff.
Okay, so you can get 3 satchels within range of the trident.
Got him.
Okay.
All right.
I will say that one is a Dungeoneer's pack.
Oh,
One is an Explorer's pack. And the other one is one of the other packs that I forgot to write down.
Turtle's back.
Sure, it's one of those.
Call trips.
I feel like we just went through Mission Impossible with a goblin on a stick.
Dun, 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 dun,
Call me back, guys.
But yeah, you got 3 satchels, but there is way more in that room in each of the tents. 6 tents, and looks like there might be 3 per tent.
It looks like there's a whole bunch left in there.
I mean, do you want to touch the ground? I can arrange this.
It's just walking through a door, right? We already went through it, and it looks fine.
right. This is a
I-
shack that has tents in it for some reason.
And it's a stone building covered in moss and
Yeah.
a staircase descending down into darkness.
I still don't trust it.
Why don't we just what if we arrange the demon corpses in a threatening manner outside?
Well, there's only one because the Mesloth got blown to pieces.
We can take the
Yeah.
pieces and arrange them around.
We got those scissors.
A la flesh guard golem. Make her own.
And the
And then
Bulgara still in one piece.
And then no one will want to come in here, and then we can go rest and come back, and then we don't have to worry about anyone taking our stuff.
But if they investigate it, they're going to find out that those are dead bodies, and they're going to know that this place is open for looting.
Or they'll wonder what killed the demons and wonder if it's still nearby.
Yeah, we killed demons.
I say we just toss the goblin inside and see if it blows up.
Let's go!
He
I mean,
agrees.
if he's into it, I can't. I'm not going to stop
We'll
him.
just walk inside.
You just walk inside.
Yeah.
You step on a stone, and it goes clunk. It sinks down, and you guys watch as rope comes up from the floor and ensnares Noose and pulls him up to the ceiling. And you guys watch as the doors, like the ceiling, where there's you see these large stone doors start descending slowly from the ceiling, like they're gonna lock Noose in there, just slowly going down.
I told you not to touch the ground.
Put the rope.
You're the way
do
the
I
rope,
have time
the way
to
the
grab that trident and stick it in the door to prevent it from coming down?
yes.
I'm doing that.
Give me a dexterity check.
This is going to go swimmingly. Let's do this.
There's about maybe a 4-foot gap between the door and the ground.
13?
You, just because of the gap size, you break the trident off at a certain angle and you shove it in the sand, and it hits the trident and it starts to push the trident down into the sand.
Just pick me.
So
Just
there's
grab me.
maybe a 3-foot gap between the door and the ground now.
I want to reach under, grab Noose, and I just want to try and.
He's on the
tug
ceiling.
hard to-
He's on the the rope pulled him up to the ceiling.
Right. I want to try. Can I reach up and under and grab him, or is he way up? At the
You
ceiling?
can't reach him. He's way up at the ceiling. The ceiling, it's 15 feet up.
Or I can't. My arms aren't free. Like when I got snared, it just.
It just went around your ankle. You can try to. You can cut the rope. Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely that'd be the first thing you do.
Cool.
Try to find
Cut the rope. 10 feet of falling damage. You take 4 bludgeoning damage.
Ow!
As you hit the floor, and the gap from the door and the floor, like I said, is maybe 3 feet at this point.
I'm reaching him, grabbing him, pulling him out.
I was gonna say if my arm was under the door already, trying to reach for him.
Yeah, you
I
pull
just
him
wanna
out.
see him just grab
Yeah, you
him.
pull him out. Just poof, and he comes out. And as the doors touch, you hear the panel boom, reset, and the stone doors go back up.
Oh.
Hey, maybe don't step on that one next time. Let's
Yeah.
aim a little bit further. Here.
If there were those, let's see if there's any more like it.
Investigation.
Oh, that's not one of Noose's best.
Oh, I can do that. I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll
You
investigate.
want to help me? You want to help me look for this, or I'll help you look for similar stuff.
Yeah,
Look
so
at that.
Elysian,
Done that
roll
right there.
advantage on an investigation check.
Like the way you think, sir. That was a nat 19 plus 5, so 24.
That looks like it's the only pressure plate.
Okay, I'm gonna gently toss the goblin one pressure plate, or one plate further.
Don't touch me.
He lands on the floor, nothing happens.
All right, looking good, guys. Thanks, by the way. Thanks.
And so Moose is gonna just kind of rummage around.
Well, I can't have my second mate dying on me now, can I?
You find that most of these satchels are empty,
Mhm.
but there's bedrolls and small coin pouches. You find a coin purse with 10 gold pieces in it,
Ooh,
and you find 2 potions of healing,
I found a purse with 5 gold pieces in it.
and you find a very shabbily made wooden spear.
Oh, sorry. What was the thing before the wooden spear? You said gold pieces.
2 potions of healing and 10 gold pieces.
All right. Thank you.
And a book.
Ooh.
It is a book that appears to be wreathed in petrified vines, like thorny vines. And the book appears to be made of some type of leather. But on the front of the book is a screaming face made of leather. And it looks like there's teeth, like actual teeth, as part of the screaming face. So, through your deductions, with your way you make your clothes, Noose,
Yeah.
This is definitely bound in human skin and covered in, like, embedded with, like, human teeth. This book.
Whoa, this is real good work.
That's how you know
Wow.
it's the good shit.
Right? Oh man, I never thought to do this. I bet they use that to glue some of this on. Oh, that's awesome. I don't think I should open it. But maybe I will. Let's see.
What's it say?
What is there anything written on it?
There's nothing written on it. Just this like open-mouthed human face as the cover.
It's like the Piption. It's like single Piption. So. You guys see this? It's pretty weird. I don't know.
And you all see the book bound in human skin with teeth embedded in it.
Oh,
I think I'll just hang on to this.
yeah. Put it on the boat's library.
Yeah. I'm just gonna hang on to it. I'll use it for reference.
Or anything inside? Maybe you could use it for reference. Maybe it has
For
some.
For other stuff. I got something in mind. Oh wait, what else we got? Okay, so I got these 2 potions of healing. Do you guys want one?
Yeah, I'll take one, yes.
Here you go, Ash.
Thank you.
And he just gives one up.
Okay.
Does anybody want this 5 gold, or do we want to split it?
I'll take it.
All right,
I just
Captain.
have to pay.
Oh wait, that's how the rules are anyway for captains. Captains get the gold, and then they split it up. So you get 5 gold.
I totally believe you and totally did not just see you take 5.
Mordecai just is like, why is the newcomer the captain?
Well, apparently she owns the ship. You would know that if you weren't unconscious all the time.
Oh, that's probably true, yes.
Oh wait. So we've got a couple things in front of us, right? We got the place to rest. We could go to the tavern, where there's this ominous stairway, which I'm all about.
To the tunnel.
How about we go take a rest in the
Consult.
tavern so that Eclipse doesn't die, Mordecai doesn't die, I don't die, and then we explore the tunnels.
That sounds cool. Yeah, alright. I can do that. Ash?
Yeah, that sounds reasonable, yeah.
Yeah. I like the dark places.
Alright.
But no, I meant just to clarify, I meant the not dying part is the part that sounded reasonable.
Oh wait. Yeah.
That part, yeah, that's the one I was agreeing with.
Alright, let's do it.
Alright. So, the 5 of you gather up the supplies you found. Are you setting up the fiend corpses to be imposing and scary?
You might want to just dump them in the stairway.
We can do that too. Either way.
Alright, you spend the better part of an not even an hour actually, because you just sort of like all work together and push the Bulgara's body and cram it into the staircase. And you all make your way down the path, down the shortcut, the detour path, and you guys see eventually after about an hour, you see the front doors of the tavern built inside the hollowed out Tarrasque that is just dead. And that's where we'll end it for the week.
Alright.
Alright.
As I finish off my Shamrock Shake.
That
Fun
was
fact,
getting a
that
little.
was not my boat.
I figured.
So yes,
Flying through my teeth.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming to watch tonight for Beneath the Tide, episode 4. Trying to think of a good title for this one. I have some ideas. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm glad Muse took the book.
It's perfect.
Bummed that Kate and Muse couldn't be here again, but Kate was in the chat, so technically she was here. Hello, Kate. Hopefully you'll be back next week so we can have Eclipse with us, and hopefully Muse will be back next week as well, so Mordecai doesn't constantly get down by my crappy rolls for him. I'd also like to thank our new cast member for this campaign, Kat, for playing with us, and who will be joining us for the rest of this campaign as, well, everyone's probably guessed it, the Mind Flayer.
Illithids.
The Mind Flayer thing.
That can cast Hex.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
obvious is what that is.
I mean,
Bard.
Yeah, it's
Clearly.
a Bard. Mind Flayer Bard would
Oh.
be so good.
I'm a paladin. God.
So yes, we'll be back next week at 10 p.m. Eastern Time to continue this little journey, see where they go, see what happens, see if they go back to that little stone building and go down the stairs, or if they're just like, yeah, let's just go play with our new ship. So
Right.
yeah, we'll see what happens. Kate, you missed it. The ship was repainted black and purple, sparkly, and was renamed the Illithid, and is getting a very massive octopus head ram on the front of the ship.
Very reasonably priced, too.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I was thinking like not really sparkles, but more so like you know how like beetles do the like shimmery iridescent effect.
Yeah, that's sort of what it's supposed to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
When the light hits it at the right angle, you can see
Yeah.
the purple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that.
That's cool.
That's what I was going for.
Also, some announcements before we go. Next week on Saturday from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., we'll be running a charity stream on the channel. 4 D&D games. I'm DMing the first one, The Cube That Ate Everyone. It's about a Tarrasque-sized gelatinous cube that destroys a city and is probably going to TPK the party. So I'm really excited for that one. I'm so excited. And then after that, Kate, our very own Kate in the chat, is DMing a dinosaur game of D&D, and I believe Kat's playing in that one? Yes,
I am.
you are. And then after that, my buddy Steve is running the Tomb of Horrors for 5th edition, and I am playing the Great Gablamo, the goblin wild magic sorcerer, who wears a patchwork magician's outfit and a patchwork top hat that is too big for his head and it obscures his vision. And he's got a wand of wonder, and it's so good. Yes, Fossil Fighters is Kate's one-shot, and then we're doing Tomb of Horrors after that. And then the final one-shot is going to be run by Garrett, and that is called Grimshade Mountain, where I'm also playing a character in that one, a hobgoblin that's going to be fantastically awful, and I'm excited.
We are taking people for that as well.
Yes, and I'm still taking people for mine, so I'll be posting more of those applications will be posted in Discord and on D&D Beyond to pick people up for those two. Yes, and next Wednesday we'll be back with we don't have shows for the rest of the weeks yet planned out, but Sam is working on a show for Sundays, I think.
I think that's the plan. Yeah, because that's when you...
I can't do Saturdays. I have to do Sundays. Yes.
Right. Okay.
Where I am playing a character I'm so excited about playing.
I am too, honestly.
Oh,
I love how he's going to fit in. I'm so excited, or lack thereof. It's gonna be
and
fun.
how he's gonna look, and totally just beat
Yeah.
the standard what people think of what those people look like.
Excited.
Plus, I've never played that class before, so I'm also excited for that.
Remember what class you actually went with.
I'm gonna go with my first one,
Oh, okay.
just because the second one isn't on D&D Beyond yet. Artificer isn't on
That's
D&D Beyond yet. Yeah.
That's right. Granted, neither is any of the racial stuff because we're doing half GIF, but
Yeah.
whatever.
But yes, that'll be happening on Sundays. Maybe Sundays.
Yeah, I think that's the well. You kind of need to be in it.
True.
'cause you, like
I stream
do the
it.
stream and
Yeah.
everything. So.
And that'll be called Soldiers of the Lich Queen, and that is DM'd by Sam. And also, on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we run another campaign that Garrett's in, and that is called The House from Bent Hill. We ran our first session tonight. The VOD will be up tomorrow because of Twitch affiliate, my rules are I have to wait 24 hours before throwing VODs up on other platforms. So the VOD will be up tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for House from Bent Hill. And it was amazing. It's basically a bunch of people stuck in a haunted house. They can't leave. And that's a long-running campaign as well. Not as long as this. I think it'll be capped off around, I'm thinking, between 4 to 6 months for that one. This one, long-term, I'm looking at a year and a half to 2 years for this one. Long-term, I want to get these guys to at least 15th level. So that's the plan. And we
have to keep burning through islands like this.
True. Yeah.
Other continent where I'm from, guys. I can get a.
Yeah, there's other continents too. You guys have a ship this time. You can see all the other continents.
I can take you to see my homeland with all of my Mind Flayer siblings.
That's right. And
I brought dinner, guys.
this one streams.
I'd love to have you for dinner.
But the thing about Coral Cove, where you're from, those Mind Flayers don't eat the living people. They eat the deceased brains.
I don't have to be there alive when I take them there.
True. And we stream this pirate campaign of Dungeons & Dragons every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And I'm going to go around the group, just the three of them tonight. And they'll basically talk about closing thoughts on this session, and if they want to promote anything like social medias or stuff they do, they can do that. And then we'll get on out of here and go do what we do, like sleep. Not me, though. I go to bed at like 5 a.m. because of my work schedules and stuff. Anyways, Garrett.
Yeah, that was really awesome. I kept just about everyone alive, you know? I mean, up. I mean, I took chunks out of people, so there's no like, oh, they're kind of low, let's give them some health. No, it's just like, half health, fucking down. So that everything's, it's interesting, like, just because this is my first time being a cleric, it's interesting how you have to think about things and like your spell economy, and how you, like, even though you take certain spells, you kind of just have to almost try not to use them and focus completely on healing. Yeah, that, super curious about that book. I imagine that it's probably going to have its own story thing, but it is right up Muse's alley, so I'm kind of pumped. So that
You can't not read it.
I know, right? Like, I don't know. You guys might not be around when he reads it, which could be bad. Yeah. Thanks. That'll be all for me. Really appreciate it. Glad you were great. Was happy to have you here. That was really nice. Love the character. Yeah. I hope you knew that like a lot of the stuff that I was doing was purely RP, so like, you know, any of the
Oh, it takes way more than that to offend me.
Alright. Cool. Yeah. Great.
All right. Sam.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Got to go Lightning Thor again for the Ash. That was fun. Didn't expect to be fighting demons this week, but eventually we're going to get to Civilization and get to, like, you know, talk to other people. And hopefully have those people still be alive when we leave, because that's been a running theme so far, is we leave places and they burn down or fall into the ocean. So, hoping for that. Looking forward to starting my game.
Me
like
too.
Some amount of time. We'll figure that out. Let everybody know. And yeah, had a lot of fun.
And I have my voice figured out for Hannibal. Nice. Which is my character, obviously. And And last, but certainly not least, Kat.
Hi. I enjoyed it. That was a lot of fun. I love playing a Mind Flayer. That is perhaps the single most fun thing that I have ever done. That was brilliant. Totally wanting to go like a more Davy Jones kind of deal. Also, sorry guys, I totally commandeered the ship, but alignment.
As far as they know, it was yours.
Yeah, hey, my boat, guys. You stole my boat. So as the remaining crew member, clearly falls onto me. And I mean, with a name like the Illithid, it's very clearly mine now.
Gotta get you a pipe organ.
Oh yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Pimpo.
Never thought to do an insight check either. So
Yeah, I know, right?
No one did. Pimpo, your captain's quarters.
I'm gonna.
Any social medias where people can reach you at? Anything you want to promote or talk about before we go?
Actually, yeah. I am on Twitter. You guys can find me at Lady Cat, though. I have a couple of new projects coming out. One very, very soon. Next week, you guys may have heard of it, is the Uncaged Anthology. I was actually one of the writers in that, and I contributed a one-shot.
Oh, cool.
So that'll be out on the 12th. You guys can find that on DM's Guild. Basically,
Awesome.
huge collection of stories. Lots of one-shots, well over, I believe, 100. There's going to be 4
Wow.
volumes.
Holy.
So the
That's
first one comes
awesome.
out on the 12th. You guys should check that out. I also just released my Blood of the Oracle Sorcerer on DM's Guild. You guys can also check that out. So that's all I got.
Fantastic. I will definitely look into that, of course. And I'll pimp. And me. Hi, it's me. I'm Justin. I go by JW on social medias. JWROSSS on Twitter. And I run Dungeons and Dragons for this channel. This channel is my baby. We started streaming at the start of February, basically, and we already hit affiliate. And we're already at 60 followers, and now we have a subscriber. So that's awesome. And before we go, I will say I do have things planned for people who subscribe, just because I want to I want to support the people that support us, kind of thing. So I'm looking into getting sponsored and partnerships with some people to do giveaways for the core audience, for everybody, and then giveaways for sponsors, as well as run shows at the sponsors. Giveaways for the subscribers and games that the subscribers can play in and meld and interact with. Because I have a really good idea for a game that the subscribers can help change the world and adapt the world. Not through donations, but like, hey, I think you should do this to your world. I'm like, okay, I will. Also, House from Bent Hill, our Wednesday game that happens at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Donations can affect what happens during that game. Currently, I have it set at $5 or more, but I might lower that. But if you donate during that game, I roll from a D1000 table, and I basically choose what happened, and I roll from the D1000 table, and that random thing happens to the house while the people are in it. So it could range from the floor they're walking on disappearing, them falling into nothingness, walls disappearing, doors appearing or reappearing, creatures getting summoned, and maybe I'll do a donation tier where the people who donate can choose what happens. Just whatever they type in the donation note, that'll happen. As long as it's reasonable and not mean, like, Tarask, or this PC instantly dies.
Proxwell, everyone does.
That kind of thing. So that's our Wednesday game. We'll be pushing out games, like I said, for the rest of the days of the week. Like I said, Sam's running a game on Sundays. It looks like Soldiers of the Lich Queen, where I'm playing Hannibal, and he's going to be great. I can't wait to see the art of him. I'm so excited to see the art of him. And we have more stuff planned. We'll see what happens. I also do stuff for DM's Guild. The only thing I really have on there that's reputable is some player races you can buy, a class that bends time, and I have an adventure that we did a one-shot of a couple weeks ago called Fizzleblimp's Sugarland, and it's basically Willy Wonka meets Dungeons and Dragons, and that one-shot went really bad.
The perfect horror show.
It is. So without further ado, we'll be back next week at 10 p.m. Eastern Time and 7 p.m. Eastern Time for House from Bent Hill. But this cast will be back at 10 p.m. next week. So until then, as always, we close out our shows by waving at the webcams and saying goodnight to everybody. So goodbye, everyone.